What's everybody? Oh my God. I'm going to start over. What's up, everybody? I messed up already. Welcome back to the internet where your cesspool is my jacuzzi. Hey, Omar, how's it going? We are swimming in it tonight, folks. I'm here with Snitzel Ninja, and we're going to have our friend Bruce and maybe even Brad, if he's free, join us later tonight. And Omar, who's in the chat if he wants to, but he is a busy man, so I don't know if he has time. And also, Omar is a little bit done with this whole saga, so we'll see. Anyways, tonight, as you guys know and saw in the thumbnail, if you didn't see it on Twitter, Laura and her attorney, David Gingras, have released voicemails sent to her by Mike Marraccini's mother, Peggy, I believe is her name. And these voicemails do absolutely nothing to help their case. So it's unfortunate, though, because, like, why would you do that to a person, especially, like, even if you were mad at Mike, why would you do that to his mom? Because in these voicemails, you can tell, like, she's very caring of Laura, and she is very concerned for Laura. And I'm just like, you just threw someone under the bus, like one of the only people who seems to have ever been on your side. So way to go, you know? Hey, Winks, how's it going? Don't blame Omar one bit. Yeah, either. Hey, Julia, how are you? Yeah, so Omar and David Gingras apparently had a conversation not long ago. It was a few days ago at most, I think, where David was very, cordial, and they had a nice chat, and like it was normal human interaction, which is surprising, but apparently that's what happened. I wasn't there. I didn't really ask any specific questions about what was said. I just saw that David had tweeted about it, and I confirmed it with Omar, who just said, yes, it was a pretty respectful conversation. So unfortunately, David has again unraveled, so that did not last very long. David and Laura, in retaliation to who knows what they're upset about now, did release these voicemails tonight. And then also, this seems to be a distraction from what we talked about, I think it was yesterday, where Laura was caught in a lie saying that she didn't post an edited photo on Medium, that she actually did post, as verified by archive sites and, like multiple sources who, took screenshots at the time. And so they didn't have anything to say to that, except that we totally have proof. We're just not going to show you. They threatened to sue Dave, who had nothing to do with the conversation at all. And then, now that's where we're at. We're distracting with this bullshit. So, hey, Starcasm, how you doing? So we'll go over these voicemails. And I had some people who read those tweets. They messaged me, on Discord, on Twitter, whatever, and sent me some stuff that kind of contradicts or just kind of devalues what Laura and her lawyer are claiming right now. So this really does not help their case at all. But we will go over those. Let me pull up the Dropbox, the voicemails. Give me 1 second. I guess don't forget that Laura could not produce texts with Mike that she claims were the real texts with Mike. Like, she could not produce those. So it's a little bit sus that she's now pulling up these voicemails from Mike's mother that are at least over 5 years old. I mean, I don't know the exact timeline, but it's got to be what, like 6-7 years? So
yeah, since like 2016-17 time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And I also wanted to point out, like, remind everybody that the laptop what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry. Opposite of what Gingras said on, I think I saw a screenshot from X where he said that Clayton's side didn't give him like the option to get the laptop. That is unequivocally false. They were offered the Now, David, why are you lying? You know that's a lie. That didn't come from your client. That came from like you. That's not true.
So what exactly came from him? Like, he said he could not verify, but he just did not want to verify.
They refused to give him the laptop, and that's just not true. They did offer him the laptop, and I think that was like covered already in like one of Dave's videos or something. But they were offered the laptop.
Okay, so that seems like a pretty strategic move.
Yes, or AKA a lie.
Yeah, that too. And lie if you're on one side. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Let me pull up this tweet first. Gotta share the screen. And a reminder that I'm viewing David from this old fan account that I have where I just posted Wentworth edits. I do have him blocked on my actual Twitter that I use, which is, you know, basically just what I use for like people who follow my YouTube channel. Oh, good. He's still going. That's fantastic. I hate this guy so much. I don't actually hate him, but I actually strongly dislike it because it's insane. We're gonna not get to that right this second because we have a lot of stuff to cover. But this was the Court of Appeals case management statement he posted. Where is the stuff he posted tonight? There it is. Okay. Oh, he was explaining what that was that he filed. This is not the appeal. It's a housekeeping document the court requires everyone to file. I may post a copy later, but why? It's just fuel for the YouTubers, and you know how I feel about them. David, if it's boring, I'm not going to read it. You're not that special. If it's just Rule 26, I don't give a fuck. Just don't hurt anyone, and I won't say anything about it. If you're dying of curiosity, email me, and I may share the thing. Well, you guys know I'm not going to contact him, despite him sending me his phone number directly and whatever else. But email him, and maybe he'll send you the thing.
Also, like, we don't care. I don't care that it's him doing it. I don't care whose document it is. We are documenting this entire case, and it's legal to do that. We're allowed to do it. It's our right. He should know that because he's a lawyer in this country. So we're getting all the materials. We're going to post it. Like,
right.
That's that. It's nothing to do with Laura. It's nothing to do with Clayton. It's that we're following this case. It's case material, so we're going to share it.
I mean, if David had faked the pregnancy, I'd be following David. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
No, because he didn't fake it. He's just lying about it.
If Woodnick had faked it, we'd follow it.
No, absolutely. I'd roast the shit out of that guy, but he didn't because he's not stupid and a clown. But, some people don't have those.
You know what else he didn't do?
What? What?
Literally anything Laura ever said he did.
Oh, that's true. That's so true. All right. Karen Karsten, thank you for the 5. I appreciate you. If you don't sign this dating contract, I'm getting my answering machine out of the attic and playing the entire tape. I mean, are you talking to me or are you supposed to be Laura talking to Mike? Because if you're talking to me, my mom could have said any number of things on your answering machine. And I promise you, it doesn't reflect the way that I feel. But that being said, like I, posted earlier, just because a man's mother loves you does not mean he has to. So whatever you get out of these voicemails doesn't mean shit about Mike Marraccini's feelings and what he went through. So.
Oh, will you put Ronnie G's comment up?
Let me find it. Was it before or after the super chat?
Oh, sorry. I think it was after.
After. I'm seeing old Grammy. I'm seeing Winks. I'm seeing all the way down here. Here we go.
Yes.
There you go. Email.
Okay. Go ahead.
Email with communication between Woodnick and him offered the laptop.
That's right. So we've seen the email where Woodnick offered it. So what does he have to say to that? How is he going to spin that one?
He's going to tweet about something having to do with Greg. That's the response. Greg
hacked his email and he never actually saw the email.
Or JFC is ISIS.
My God.
That's amazing. Okay, what else here did we have? There was so this is a Dropbox with the voicemails. I have it downloaded already, so we don't have to worry about that. But note, Laura says she avoided calling Mike's mom back in response to these messages. If Laura was trying to trap this poor victim, wouldn't you expect her to return these calls eagerly? Weird logic, JFC. Well, first of all, when you listen to them, you can see why she wouldn't respond, because she wants them to worry about her. It's part of the trap. And second, again, just because a man's mother wants to talk to you doesn't mean he does.
Exactly. And he's assuming the relationship. Does he know? Do we know the relationship between Mike and his mom? You notice he doesn't post any dates that these were sent.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you found something we talked about that kind of points it to a date for one of them, right?
Correct. Yeah. Somebody sent me some texts that they felt like coincided with the dates here. So we'll get into that after we listen to the voicemails, because most of it kind of relates to the last one, I think. But
Okay.
yeah. I DM'd it to Lauren on Discord. Okay, yeah, you did DM me some stuff, Just Jen. Thank you very much. I try not to, guys, again, if I don't like say someone's name, or if like somebody sends me something and I don't say like this person sent me this, it's just I'm extra cautious, unlike some people, just to not show people's information or like out people, on these streams. And like I may or may not, have slipped up in the past, but I try very hard not to. And David may be fine with posting people's emails and phone numbers, but I am not. So yeah. Okay. Bruce is on his game tonight out here. We'll get Bruce in here in a second, guys, in a couple minutes. But let's see. I want to find that one tweet. David, can you explain how this pertains to the edited Medium photo? Crickets to that. So David is still tweeting as we speak, but we're just gonna.
But he is not watching this video.
Oh no, totally not. He wouldn't. And his client did not give him express permission to talk to me. Okay. He did not tweet about that. Hey David, I'm still not gonna call you. Fuck off. Okay. So he's mad, saying Mike's mom may not have known anything. This is like the argument that he's, mad about. They dated for nearly 2 years. The families knew each other, listened to her voice. I feel like I'm living in the Matrix. Take the red pill, people. Wake up. I thought he didn't like the red pill. That's confusing. Does he know what the red pill is?
Probably not.
Okay. That tracks.
He knows what other pills are, but not that one.
Oh.
I mean, aspirin. Come on. Guys his age, like, take it for blood pressure or something, right?
Blood pressure? No, I mean, well, maybe. I don't know. It's for chest pain mostly.
That too.
Which I could see why you would have chest pain if this was your client, honestly. And not even you blaming that on David, just saying if this was anybody's client, I think they'd be taking some aspirin.
Yes.
All right. Oh, good. Okay. More evidence of the terrible relationship between Laura and the mom of her victim, Mike Marraccini. Oh, the horror of Laura's manipulation, pure evil. Finally, I see JFC was right. Laura trapped these men in their poor families, loved her every step of the way. So they're just showing more of what Mike's mother said. Not what Mike said, but what his mother said.
And she has this text, but she doesn't have the Mike texts from the same time period.
7 years ago. And I'll tell you what, guys. I was 18 to 20, 21 when I was being abused, and my parents didn't find out about it until I was almost fucking 30. So this means nothing. Like, nothing.
Right.
But
and she claims that her alleged abuse at the hands of Mike, she didn't tell any of her family or friends about until much later. So why can we not assume, which anyway, given like if we're following that logic, like why could we not assume that Mike didn't share everything with his mom? Right.
I mean, who shares everything with their parents?
Right.
And I don't like. Oh, sorry, burped. That's what I get for drinking ginger ale at night, guys. It's crazy over here in this house today. All right. I don't know anything really about Mike's relationship to his mother. I've never spoken to his mother. I've seen her name come up before, but that's about it. And I think most of us don't really know the family dynamics there. So it's one thing to show this. It's another thing to like understand it in context, which I think we don't. So, and I don't think that David does either, much like he doesn't understand his client's history. So, all right. Such a special evening, and this is June 7th, 2017. Okay, such a special evening. I thoroughly enjoyed every bite, but the company was so loving and caring. Your parents, you, and my son are so genuine. Nothing against Steph or Colin, but Steph did not feel well, and Colin is always easy, somewhat quiet. That's me. I'm the easy, somewhat quiet in these gatherings. Get you daddy more Lulus. I think she means get your dad more Lulus. He looks so healthy, XOXO. I mean, that's a nice message. Sure.
And he was supposed to die the Christmas before, yet he looks so I guess he took a really good turn.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about her father's health stuff at all.
I read through those text. There is some text on that website, the victims of lauraowens.com.
What is it? That's like a website, isn't it? What is it?
I think it's let me check my history.
Okay.
Victims of lauraowens.com.
Okay. And this is different than the wiki page?
It is. It has a lot of the same stuff, like documents, like the court documents.
Let's see.
But I think it's on.
I definitely just spelled it wrong. Yeah, it's not working, man. What's going on here? Hold on. Nope, it's still trying to do victims of Laura Owens. Okay. No, Laura Owens never hurt anybody. Okay.
I just sent the link in private chat.
Okay, that'll be helpful because something is happening on my end. That's just not going right. Hang on. Hold on, it's loading. Oh my god, it worked. Okay. I don't know what I was doing, but that was not helpful. Let me just favorite this real quick so I can come back to it. But this looks pretty cool. I haven't seen this before, so okay. So there's like a whole
and it's got pictures of the texts. It looks like.
Where would that be? In here?
Under I think any of these timelines, like
that, or
if you go go to that one, and then like these.
Jesus Christ, this is extensive. What the fuck?
It's overwhelming.
yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening? What date am I even looking at, bro?
I forgot where we're even trying to look at.
Me too. I was like, we were on something and now I don't know what we were talking about.
Oh, it was about her dad, like her saying, what I had seen was a text saying like her dad was like it was gonna be their last Christmas with her dad.
Okay. Gotcha. What year was that? I don't fucking know. Hang on. Let me look at what we were just looking at.
I think it was 2016.
This is the text we were just looking at from Peggy was 2017. So 2016 would have been the Christmas, right?
Right.
Okay, so 2016.
Trying to find it.
God.
But
whoever did this, how much time did you put in this shit? Because
I have no idea.
All right. Let's see. We got this is October.
I saw it on either on here or on Reddit. There was a text that said that it was like her last Christmas with her dad.
Oh, there we go. Yes, okay. So 12/26/2016. Laura claims this Christmas, yes, celebrating Christmas, not Hanukkah. I forgot about that, dude. It's extremely difficult for her family because we all know this is going to be the last one with my dad, implying Ron is going to pass away within the next year. So that's very sad if it were true, but apparently
no. Right. So I thought it was interesting that she's saying that then, and now he's like, looking really good, doing really well.
And this was 6 months later, almost 6 months later. So, okay.
And we know he's still, we think he's still with us today.
Well, I mean, he did recently post a video or whatever of himself saying that Clayton was anti-Semitic for saying the word cockroach. Right. Mm-hmm. So I guess the pest control people that came to my house a couple weeks ago were also anti-Semitic, but you know. I mean, they said they were exterminators and something about cockroaches. So what can you really assume other than they're anti-Semitic? Okay.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Did you or Mike make reservations in Carmel? Buttons is going too, right? Oh, Buttons the dog.
Buttons.
I don't hate the dog. We're not going to hate on the dog.
No.
I'm feeling better. Pain meds really help. Talk tomorrow. Okay. And then June 12th, 5 days later, she's saying, thinking of you, looking forward to seeing you on the 14th. Good luck at the doctor before our time together. Laura says, I absolutely love this. I've never seen it. Can't wait for Wednesday. How do you feel? I don't know what that is a response to. It seems like something may have been cut out.
Looking forward to seeing you.
I absolutely love this. I've never seen it, but there's nothing here.
Yeah. Oh.
So she's clearly, again, deleting messages.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Way to go, guys.
That's
Really proving your
hilarious.
point. All right, better honey, and then it cuts off there. But even if it didn't cut off, apparently messages have been deleted. So what do we know?
I wonder, why would she delete that? Why would she leave that one from her though?
Unclear. Unclear. Maybe she wasn't expecting us to go over this.
Also, this is a year after she claimed she was pregnant with twins. What does this have anything to do with anything?
Mm. Oh,
And also they were like technically broken up by this point.
When did they break up?
It's so I went through the deposition. I remember going through the deposition, hers, or not the deposition, sorry, the declaration she made from her case against him.
Those were lengthy.
Oh my god, it's so long. Yeah, I can't remember. I think they both said like they broke up on different dates, but it was kind of muddy like when it was, but it was basically like he said they broke up in summer or spring, I think, and then she said it was like a little bit later than that, but I mean, by this time they wouldn't have been still in a relationship.
Okay.
Like, and especially not an exclusive one, but maybe where they're still like talking and hanging out, but it's not like dating with intention. You know what I mean?
Been there, dude. You don't want to stick around for that one, especially not Mike. All right. Okay. So here he's mad again. Yes, both sides in the debate should be civil, but one is not. And then he cites the Justice for Clayton official page. What Ron's boomer fans think Laura looks like. And there's a doll here. And then what Scottsdale PD knows Laura looks like. And there's a Chucky doll. Apparently, this is the worst thing you could ever do. But calling a group of people who give a shit about social justice ISIS is fine.
What? So this is the Instagram? No, I haven't seen this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. I don't use Instagram very much, guys. And when I do, it's usually my personal Instagram, which I don't like post about this case on. Maybe I should and just be like, hey guys, anyways, this is why I've been talking about this for a year and a half. Maybe I will, but I have not. Okay. Well, did Peggy post this? I'm confused how a Twitter account relates to her in any way. How you still have a low license is simply beyond me. I mean, that's a fair statement. Also, what does that have to do with ISIS? So last time I checked, Chucky wasn't ISIS. That is Chucky, right? I've never watched the movie.
I think that's Chucky, yeah. I don't know who the one on the left is, so
can somebody confirm this is Chucky?
I'm pretty sure it's Chucky.
Jessica S, thank you for the $20. That's very generous of you. LO has retold her story so many times to gain sympathy or believers. It's crazy. She just researches stuff to see what'll fit to make her lies legit. Too legit to quit. Hey. Yeah, that's true. That's true for sure. And it seems like she does just research symptoms and stuff like that to, kind of make her story make more sense. But then it doesn't add up with other stuff she has going on in her life. So, yikes. Okay. Dublin comes to Boston. Thank you for the $5. As an SA and DV survivor, what Laura did releasing these voicemails is disgusting and sick. I agree with you. It's really fucked up. But yeah. What's even worse is that her attorney is okay with doing this. So, all right. Look at the space between the messages. It's chopped up. Are we talking about that text again?
Yeah.
Take a look back. Okay. The space between the messages. Okay. Let me see if I can.
Oh yeah. Look at the first, between the first and second text. And now look between the second and the third.
Oh shit. That's awkward.
It must be a malfunction with her iPhone.
Let me look at my phone really quick just to see if it does that. Hang on. Wait, check my text with my mom. She texted
okay. I have to admit my phone does look like that.
Okay, hang on. See, we're reasonable. We give a shit.
Yes, exactly.
Yep, I got it here too. Me too.
If we see something that is true,
yeah,
we'll say it.
Fair enough. So it's not because of the spacing; it's because of the context that's missing. Clearly,
right? For that one, the June 12th. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was a good catch. Who said that? Who had said that? Sorry, whoever's comment I just. Oh, Joe Law. That was a good eye, dude. You got a good eye. I had no idea either that was a thing. So.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah. All right. Whoops. That's making my head way too big. Let's pass on that. All right. Before we move on to the actual voicemails, again, like I don't know too much about Mike and his family, relationships or whatever.
So I talked with somebody who, this was a while back, someone who I'll say knows some things
Sure.
about it. And so his mom at the time, and there's nothing against this, it's just stating a fact. I've been with someone who had this, and it's like it happens to people, and so no judgment, but she was an alcoholic.
Okay.
And so I mentioned that just to put some of these things, or maybe her, I don't want to say her behavior, but some of the things that happen or that we might hear or see.
Well, maybe just the emotions that came up.
Yeah.
Like that. Because alcohol does that to people. I know that very well. So
yes, to put that into context. And they were not the closest at this time, Mike and his mom. So yeah, just to put that out there. And then I also wanted to say, like, we also don't know what Laura is texting or saying in phone conversations or even voicemails from Laura to her. We don't know what she is telling his mom about the relationship. So, I mean, to me, these are just pointless. Like you said, it shows that someone cared about her. And other than that, I don't know.
But I mean, everybody here who hasn't listened yet is about to find out. So
yeah, okay.
Nick O'Brien, hey, how's it going? Bruce is the rowdiest free agent there is.
Bruce
is too large wine, Steve. Let's get him in here. Bruce is ready for this. Hang on.
Come on, Bruce.
All right, I sent that link to Bruce and Brad. Let's see if they want to come in. We'll give them a minute, guys. Let me look over some of these comments while we're waiting. Hi, Nick. He's waiting. Vikings better draft my ass. We're going 80 yards.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Jam Tomb, aka Nika, miscarried at 5 months. It was essentially a stillborn tiny person. There was an actual tiny person. If she miscarried when she claims to, there would have been 2 tiny people in the mess. Correct. But she did not miscarry. So.
And so sorry to hear that happened to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Bruce, how you feeling?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, when it's dark out where Bruce is, things are about to get weird.
It's going to get real. This is Moose After Dark, kids. The real deal.
Can't wait, Bruce.
Part of me didn't even want to come in the stream because I'm having so much fun in the comments.
You can do both.
I mean, Schnitzel is doing an amazing job here, I must say.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. If Brad does join us tonight, I'll try to look out and make sure I don't leave him hanging in the backstage. Because last time I didn't even notice. I was like, oh, Brad's here.
Right. Stir crazy. Am I too loud? I can turn it down a few dB.
I think you sound fine.
I think you sound good.
Maybe it sounds different
here.
I don't know. Tootsie's Tidbits. Someone should make a video using just the portion of his post to confirm that Gingras says he finally sees that James was right. I'm gonna trap these men. Hello, Brad. What's up?
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hey, Brad.
How's it going?
I had a beverage and
it
disappeared.
Good. Everyone's drunk except for me. What the hell?
I never said I had anything to drink, but I do.
I just assume.
Look, Brad is
of course.
Brad is a responsible human. He's drinking water. He's going on long hikes during the day.
Nice.
He's doing the right thing. I am not, but he is.
Have you guys watched Walking with Brad? I've joined Walking with Brad when I can.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. It's a good show.
Schnitzelmans, you should subscribe. Then you get notifications of when I do Walking with Brad.
I should.
All my questions.
Yeah, no, I should. This is a good point.
And you can also learn about mouse jigglers. I'm never gonna let that one go.
What?
that was like one of the first conversations I had with Lauren, and It improved her productivity throughout the day.
A fucking lifesaver, dude.
I mean, I thought it was a sex toy, but I was wrong.
No.
Hey, I am
no.
subscribed to you.
All right.
Brad, I'm subscribed to you.
Good.
Brad and Bruce, I'm assuming, have both listened to these voicemails by now.
I have.
Okay. And Brad, I asked you to look up or look at them and see if anything had been altered. You said no, it didn't look like anything was altered. What can you tell us?
Yeah, I looked at the waveforms and I didn't see anything that would show clear signs of altering. And then looking at the metadata from the files, looks like they were exported at the beginning of April, the 2nd to be specifically, around a little after 7 o'clock. So, but nothing else that we have or we can use from the files to determine what about them specifically.
Do we know what happened in the beginning of April in the case? Is that when Mike came forward? Was there something filed? Like, what would make her pull them that date?
That's what I was trying to figure out as well.
If you look at the website or the Padlet thing, maybe we could find out. Which I mean, someone in the comments do that, please, because I don't have time.
Well, pull it up.
I'm
Let's
looking
go
right
find
now.
it. Yeah. Put it on screen.
Hold on. Let's see. Well, since we're already here on this page with Mike's, what are we looking for again? We're looking for April 20. Would it be on this? I don't know. April. Yeah, no, because it skips from here to May. So if you go to Clayton's case, maybe.
Do you say it was April 2nd or 4th? Second. Okay. I know April 1st. It says Laura's motion to for extension of time was denied. But I don't have any. I don't know when Mike came forward though. Because
Mike's laptop came into contention near the end of April.
So he must have come forward before then, right?
I think that was middle because his motion in limine to disqualify them, I think, was because compelling lunch was the 10th.
Do you guys remember how Mike came forward?
Here's April 1st. Here's April 3rd. So, But this is just in Clayton's timeline.
And she retained Gingras on the 26th, or that's March 26th. That's when the stuff was filed. Right.
I'm a little confused. Why is he arguing that they had a great relationship when her entire TEDx talk is about how they did not have a great relationship?
Right.
And
am I missing something?
Family members also get attached to relationships as well. I had a family member that continued to talk to one of my exes well after we had broken up.
100%. But in terms of what Gingras is doing on Twitter right now, what does it mean? Like her whole TEDx talk is about how this guy, like, I don't know, beat the crap out of her in Iceland or whatever. Why is he saying they had such a great relationship?
Right.
What is happening here, guys?
How do I get to? I'm trying to get to just like the Clayton case timeline. Bruce, do you know how to get to
the Laura Owens timeline? Is
the Laura Owens one is the original Clayton
big
case.
One.
This one,
the one on the left. Yeah.
Thank you.
This
Usually
is like
just,
if you want Mike, if you just want Mike, you got to go to the far right. But yeah,
probably looking for Clayton's right because it was the laptop.
Because that'll be the time frame we want to get into.
That just takes me to this.
Oh,
how do I work that? Oh no.
Click no thanks at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
But then I don't know where.
Wait, this isn't the Padlet though.
No, I'm looking at Substack. My bad, guys.
Yeah.
Let's go to Padlet. It'll take a while to load, but we'll see all the dates, and we can get to the right date really quickly.
I wanted to share something else too that the person I spoke with had shared with me. So Mike's father passed away when he was 12. And there was a lot of pressure on him to be like the quote unquote man of the family kind of thing. It was his sister and his mom and him who were left. And when Mike met Laura, now I don't want to be like speaking for anybody, but I want to share what I have heard, what I was told. And that when he met Laura, it was, I think she seemed nice enough at the beginning, although I think what you receive, Lauren, is going to have like when they met and stuff like that, right? Like when she met the family and.
Probably. Sorry, I'm not gonna lie to you. My ADHD was half in and half out.
Okay, I think. Well, you showed it to me. You showed it to me earlier. Is that there was something about what like the showed when they met, when they actually. Like,
oh,
first
okay,
met.
yeah. No, I'm trying to. I'm sorry. I'm trying to navigate this other tab and listen at the same time.
Sure.
And I'm
Okay.
terrible at
No
it.
worries. No worries. So anyway, it was the name, the Owens name in San Francisco was what people knew who they were. A lot of people knew who they were. The success of the family, what was attractive to Mike's mom, and she for that, and I think she genuinely liked Laura, even though there were red flags shared with them. I think she kind of encouraged Mike to see where the relationship went. And that Mike's stepfather was kind of the only one in the family who encouraged him to leave the relationship. And then unfortunately, as we know, at the end of the Dubai trip in March 2017, I think, that he
the Dubai trip,
that he was like in the hospital and then passed away shortly thereafter. So anyway, Mike had some pressures from people he really cared about to stay in that relationship and see where it went.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's got to be hard.
Yeah.
Karen Carson, thank you for the 5 again. You're very generous tonight. I appreciate you. Jingers responded to my comment. He really is a dingus. What did he say? I haven't seen it yet, and I'm gonna look later, guys, because I'm in the middle of this right now, and I don't know what the fuck he's on about. So, justice for Clayton. Thank you for the $10. Gaslighting Jingers cannot outsmart the collective group. That's definitely true.
Right. And I'm just going to say this for the record. I do not recommend anybody interact directly with Laura or David S. Gingras Esquire.
That's fair.
Talking about what they post, it's all right. Interacting with them directly, I don't recommend it. I know people are doing it. I can't stop them. It's a free country. There's no cult. But I don't recommend it, guys.
Yep. And I think that everyone that we know of involved in this who's on the side of the truth would recommend the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm the bad person.
I mean,
are you the JFC rep?
I am not the JFC rep.
I mean, you're not going in there though and being like, "You're such a pussy." You know what I mean? Like you're just asking valid questions nicely.
I do like that David says this is the first completely accurate response I've seen, and it says that Mike declined because you're an asshole.
Oh boy.
That's hilarious.
It's so strange. Omar mentioned this as well. He got the guy on the phone and the guy's like, yeah, I come off as an asshole when I write stuff. It's like, well, at least there's some self-awareness, but it doesn't mean you have to keep being a jerk. You can stop. Delete your Twitter. You're not, I don't know.
Have you guys ever heard the term paper tiger?
Paper tiger.
I've heard a couple of people mention it.
It's like a legal,
all bark, no bite.
Well, it's a legal term. It's where the person in person, talking with them in person is nice enough, and maybe they'll even agree with some of the things you're saying, and you think maybe you're on the same page. And then when they do their filings, it's you get whiplash. What? This is not at all what we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's him, but that's how it related to this.
Sounds about right.
I noticed that he did not respond to you, Brad, even though you asked a pretty.
I just asked the simple questions. I mean,
yeah. Are you doing more research on her and Mike's relationship? I'd love to hear the reasoning why her TEDx talk photo is from a string of photos she took in August 2016 while receiving fluids, but claimed it was from abuse from Mike.
Oh, that's
yes.
That's a very good point.
Well, that's how you know you're not going to get a response.
He's posting voicemails and text message exchanges trying to say, look, these guys had an amazing, great relationship. The whole point of her TEDx talk was that they didn't. What is he doing?
Jeffrey Dahmer had his moments too.
Oh, you weren't prego is on point a lot of the time, I noticed. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. But I don't really understand what he's doing here. It's very strange. It's like two very contradictory, stories. Which to me, the red flag it triggers is when you talk about propaganda. Okay, one of the hallmarks of propaganda is that you just send all these wacky arguments that might be wrong out into the universe. Because it's like spam. You're just trying to get responses, even if the arguments you're making are self-contradictory. This is a hallmark of propaganda, guys. Be on the lookout for it.
Mm-hmm. So I noticed David is still watching, even though he claims not to. With the election approaching, I want to propose a new law, as if this has anything to do with the election. If you make money from sitting on YouTube and reading my tweets/pleadings, hi, David, and making money, you should be required to share profits with the local pet shelter. How could anyone object to this sensible new law?
Why?
How about this, guys? Hold on. I will give 50% of the proceeds for this stream to the local pet shelter. That'll be $2.
Yeah, but
right?
why? Why?
I will give my $2 to the pet shelter, but David, if you want an apology, you gotta suck it
Look,
out of my
if
dick.
And
you
guess
go-
what? I'm not making shit.
Look, if you go serve coffee at Starbucks, if you go weld sheet metal, if you go become a lawyer, if you do any sort of job that pays you money for doing that job, for providing a service, if you paint artwork and sell it at the farmer's market, that is called capitalism. Okay, YouTube is just capitalism. If he is posting things on Twitter and we sit here on YouTube and read it, and YouTube pays the streamer for reading it, that is called fundamental American capitalism.
Well, guys,
What
remember
the
though that
fuck is wrong with that?
Hit
Guys,
refresh on that.
remember though that I will. But remember that
What is wrong with it?
even super
Tell
chats,
me.
guys, YouTube takes a
Convince
large
me.
portion. Bruce, I cannot. Okay. Even a large portion of super chats and stuff goes to YouTube. It doesn't go to us. So like, it's not like I make as much money as it looks like I make.
Well, yeah, YouTube, right?
That's
they have
tax-free.
overhead because the internet is a series of tubes, and they have to keep the bits flowing through the tubes, right? Like, this is just normal. Yeah. This is just normal capitalism. This is just people doing a job and getting paid for it. A job is not defined. A real job is not your list of what's a job and what's not a job.
Well, somebody should probably tell him he's a communist or something.
He can't. Unless he has an Excel spreadsheet that says what's a valid job and what's not a valid job, and everybody agrees with that Excel spreadsheet. If you get paid to do something, that is a job, sir. That is America. Welcome to America.
Motherfucker.
Rosalind, thank you for the $5, Rosalind. $2.75. Brad also tweeted back to that response. That is a tax on free speech. And as you are a free speech attorney, I am ashamed that you have proposed such a tax.
100%. Brad is correct.
I bet that doesn't get a response, but yeah.
I never get responses.
Loud little ducky.
That's
good
because
evening.
That's
Your
because
points are too
Brad,
good.
you come with rational statements and facts, and he has no response to those.
You
He
can't
pretends those don't exist, just like Laura and her evidence.
Okay, and let's see. We had someone else here. Oh, Ducky was chatting. She's starting from the beginning, so she's not going to hear this comment till later. But hi, Ducky. Welcome to now. We got two more of these. Hang on. Shenanigans, thank you for the $5. If nothing else, all this LO coverage will ensure she never gets another boyfriend or one night stand again. Men saved. Listen, I still maintain there's someone out there for everyone. There's some weird guy who likes to scam people, and maybe they'll both get rehabilitated and scam each other. I don't know. Like,
Maybe
I don't
there's
know.
a guy who loves to sign dating contracts.
Nick O'Brien, thank you for the $10. Bruce is all fired up. I know you like
Oh
that. Nick.
yeah.
I think we all like that a little bit,
Thank you, Nick. Nick is one of my gaming friends.
especially the chickens.
Oh,
I know
nice.
about Nick. Yeah, because Nick always pops in when Bruce is here.
He's a good guy.
All right. Anyways, let's get to the reason we're here finally after 45 minutes.
Wait, there's a reason?
Yeah, apparently, yeah. All right. So I saved these, which he shared on behalf of Laura. And these are Mike's mother's voicemails. So we're gonna listen to them together. And as you guys can see, like my Wentworth edit stuff is all here on the side, but I'm not embarrassed about that. You guys already know that stuff. So, all right. This is my Dropbox in case anyone wondered what that looked like. And here are the voicemails. We'll start at number 1, which is number 1 was a little unintelligible to me. I don't know if you guys can understand what it's saying. If you can,
it's very short. We may have to listen to it twice.
Yeah, I can't get the end. But...
Also, I need the B. Smith edits later, Lauren.
Oh, fuck yeah. I have so many edits. And I'm going to, I don't know if I told you guys yet, but I'm going to Australia next month for my birthday, and I'm going to be at another Wentworth Con there. I edit show reels. They play the show reels on stage before the actress comes out.
Oh, wow.
So it's pretty sweet. That's like one of my favorite things to do. That's why I started making videos and stuff like that. So, yeah.
That's exciting.
Very exciting. You guys should watch Wentworth, though, and then you'll understand it better. All right. Let's.
I have no idea what this show is, so I'm Wikipediaing it now.
It is an Australian women's prison drama, but it's fucking fantastic.
Oh wait, did you find the thing you were looking for on the Padlet?
Oh gosh, I got
April
distracted
2nd.
again, didn't I? No, I didn't. Did you find it?
No, I didn't. I just didn't know if you.
We got a lot to do, guys.
Something else.
Yeah, why don't we just? We'll come back to that if we have time.
Okay.
And if not, but we did try. All right, hang on. Okay, here's voicemail number 1.
Hey,
Can you guys hear this?
I'm
Hang
not
on.
sure what I'd do if you actually answered the phone.
I cannot for some reason.
and it didn't say that-
Play it one more time.
You guys heard all of that? I didn't hear a word of it. Hang on.
Yeah, I kind of got it.
Uh-huh.
I want to hear it
All
one
right,
more time.
second. Let me see if I. Oh, if I
I
turn
got the
my computer
studio.
volume
I got
up.
the studio headphones on.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Hey, honey, I'm not sure what I'd do if you actually answered the phone.
Is it transcripts? Sorry.
Hey, honey, I'm not sure what I'd do if you actually answered the phone. And it didn't say that.
Let me see if I can boost it.
Yeah,
that'd be
she
good.
basically just says, "Hey, honey, I'm not sure what I'd actually do if you answered the phone."
Yeah, and then it like drifts
Yeah.
away.
But
Yeah, I couldn't really tell. If Brad gets it, we can just play it again. Something's going on.
I
with mine.
think she's just realizing that she's getting the voicemail, and she's not going to get somebody to pick up. Is
Mhm.
what's going on here.
It happened on like
Okay.
a couple of the voicemails where it just kind of drops off at the end. So I don't know if like maybe she was in a bad signal area and like the
Mhm.
signal cut out or something.
Yeah, especially if you're using a speakerphone or something like that. One of those
mhm.
old wired phones that still has a speakerphone in it, and you're walking around the room.
Yeah. Yeah. But also then there's not really much. I mean, there wouldn't be much after that anyway, right?
Yeah.
If it's just 10 seconds long.
We'll play it one more time. Hang on. It's so weird that I can't hear
Hey,
anything.
honey, I'm not
It's my
sure what
computer.
I'd
What the
do
fuck?
if you actually answered the phone. And it didn't say that.
It's almost like she's saying at the end, I did the something
Mhm.
or something like that.
Let me see if I can. Brad, you got the clip, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Just so I can hear it, let me see if I can pull this back up and make it work because I don't know what's going on there. All kinds of odd stuff going on with StreamYard lately.
I'm gonna mute this tab real quick.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, honey, I'm not
Yeah, I
sure
still
what
can't hear anything. I don't know if you guys can still.
We can, yeah.
That's so
I
weird.
can hear it.
I listened to them earlier, so it's not that bad, but Julie Ann, who is this supposed to be again? This is Mike's mother, Peggy Marraccini, whom I've never met, so I couldn't really. Justice for Clayton. I think Justice for Clayton is a little behind. Thank you for the $10. VictimsOfLauraOwens.com. Thank you. Justice for Clayton might be on the part of the stream where I was struggling to type in.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The fundamental thing here is Gingris's argument is like, hey, if Laura was trying to trap Mike or manipulate Mike, wouldn't you expect her to respond to these voicemails? I
Mhm.
don't expect her to do anything. What I do is I look at the evidence of what people actually did. I don't
Right.
speculate about what they could have done, would have done, should have done. That's irrelevant. What matters is what they did. And when we reviewed the text messages, I think Schnitzel was there, Lauren, you were there.
Mhm.
We reviewed all the text messages from Mike's laptop, and we saw what they did.
Mm-hmm.
None of these voicemails refute any of those text messages.
Except Laura's trying to claim that none of those are like verified, and that like Woodnick or Clayton or Mike could have edited like all of like that document. I mean, that's going to be their argument.
Right. Good luck
Which
with
is
that.
it's so stupid. I mean,
stupid.
It was Greg.
That's not how digital forensics works. But
right.
okay.
And he went, didn't he go to like San Francisco or something to like get it done?
I mean, that's where he lives. I think Brad helped him find a expert to go.
Right. And so like my point is it's like the IT
independent-
like capital of the world, like out in that area.
Yeah, I mean the Bay Area, that's the tech capital of the world. So if you find a good expert there, you're in good shape.
And I'm sure Brad found like
you know,
one of the best.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not like, it's not like we had Nick, my friend, do it. We had an independent expert do
Nick
it.
could do good work. I'm
gonna
sorry,
throw him up-
Nick. Bruce is such an ass.
I throw him under the bus in all my videos. I use him as an example in all my videos.
That's funny. I do that to you.
That's fair.
I need to watch your videos about what is it, Cat Adventure or something that you've been making.
Cat Quest 3.
Yeah,
it's a good
Cat
time.
Quest.
Oh, is it a game?
Yeah, I just play a video game and talk about the cat puns.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've never played that one yet, so I'll just have to watch you play this.
It's really difficult to hear, but
Mhm.
I think it has something to say to the effect of, let me know if you get this.
Mm.
Wait, where are you sending it? Private chat?
Hmm?
Where are you sending it?
I didn't send it,
Oh, let me know if you get this is what she said.
is what she said.
Right,
Yes.
I thought you were sending me something. I thought you
Nope.
were sending me a link or something to the
Oh,
boosted
where?
audio. I was like, where is it, Brad?
That's funny.
Oh my god.
So that's like the little bit of like trail off text we hear at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, this one is not, super informative. Let's just go on to the next one. Hang on.
See, I told Michael you would not answer my call. He goes, no, she will.
Sorry, give me one sec.
See, I told Michael you would not answer my call. He goes, no, she will. I just spoke to her. And you will not call me back. What have I done? What's wrong? I miss you, honey. I want the best. I care so much. I was with Linda Gurney last night, Priscilla's good friend. We all had dinner, talked about you, horses, showing. Anyway, I just don't want to not be a part of your life. So unless you don't want me to be, I understand, I guess. I don't know what's going on, but just thinking of you, okay, honey? Just know that. Thinking of your mom, dad, sister. Anyway, talk to you soon, I hope. Bye.
See, we don't have what kind of timeline all of these voicemails are from.
Right.
And the weird thing about this is Laura's the one who desperately wanted to be with Mike.
Yes, and it's been proven in those texts.
So it's even weirder that they would show his mom wanting Laura to be in the family as proof that everything was kosher and whatnot. It's very odd.
Yeah. I have some thoughts on this too. So I think this is during the time that they were on a break.
Okay.
When he told her he was moving to like a different city in California, and that's why he couldn't see her anymore. Which he didn't move. He stayed in San Francisco, but he was just done with the relationship. And there was in those texts, I can't remember where I saw it, but it's Laura had gone to the hospital because she was lightheaded. And I think like she was just like eating fruit. Like she wouldn't eat bread. She wouldn't eat much else. She would just eat like fruit and then get really lightheaded and have to go to the hospital like fairly often. And there was a time that happened and she told Mike's mom about it. And I think Laura said that she needed someone to be there with her, like not 24/7, but overnight. She needed someone to stay with her overnight. And there was one night that like her sister was supposed to stay with her, but she stayed out late with friends. And then Mike thought that she was going to be with the sister. So there was like some confusion around what was happening there. Then she told Mike's mom that, oh, Mike didn't come stay with me tonight. And Mike's mom bitched at him for not staying with Laura. So it's just an example of like how Laura would feed like this, her narrative, like for example, to Mike's mom when it wasn't like really what was happening. It's like in the text messages somewhere. But anyway, and then Mike is like, hey, like, what did you tell my mom? Like, she's really mad at me now. Like, what's going on?
I think it's weird that they're putting so much weight into the mom's voicemails and not into her parents' text messages about Laura, which is basically just like, just say whatever you need to say, please.
Right.
But okay.
Okay, so we don't know when these voicemails were recorded, do we?
No. Also,
No.
Julia says anyone with a family knows this is an olive branch.
Oh, geez. So there's no way to put these voicemails in context with the rest of the evidence. Is that correct?
Right. I mean, I'm assuming they're from that period of time when they were broken up.
Yeah, but we don't know.
No, we don't know for sure exactly.
This is so typical, you know, like, oh, here's a photo and of what I assumed were decidual casts, right? The this sort of material. But there's no like, well, where's the ruler? Where's the doctor's report on the pathology of this material? They just take things out of context and put it up on Twitter or wherever. It's useless.
Give me like 2 shakes, guys. I'm gonna hang on. Let me do this. I'm gonna leave and come back in just to see if I can hear the tab actually. I do that, because I still can't hear the voicemail at all. I know you guys can, but I can't. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
That's odd.
Ba-da-da-da.
Oh, geez, we got the big faces.
Did you guys ever see the version of that was for the Pittsburgh Steelers for Polamalu, the player?
I did not.
And they say Palamalu instead of Polamalu. Da, 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 Palamalu.
Palamalu.
That's odd. No, I haven't seen that. One of my favorite Muppet sketches is the Gordon Ramsay cook-off against the Swedish chef.
Classic. Ugh.
Ashley, Lauren, how are you guys? This trips me up because my sister's name is Ashley. My name is Lauren. It should be Lauren Ashley. I'm older.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right. Doesn't Lauren look reasonable tonight? What does that mean? And also, no.
Never.
Karen, I think, did I read this? Karen, thank you again for the 5. Maybe MM's mom was attempting to gather evidence playing the game. I don't know, because I don't know that they really knew anything about Laura or what she was doing, but
kind of doubt it.
It's an interesting thought, though.
But it proves the point. Anything is possible. We don't fucking know, right?
No,
we don't know.
Yeah.
All right, moment of truth. If I can hear this or not, we're gonna play this.
We need more evidence. Yeah, Lauren's the good cop tonight. I'm the bad cop.
Dude, I still can't hear it, but I did read these, or I did listen to these earlier. So
we can hear it.
I got your text.
As long as everybody else can hear it.
And no, I'm not going to go up there if you're not going to be there. I thought maybe you would come up and watch or maybe see help or whatever, but I am not making the effort to go, especially if you're not there. I wouldn't even think of it. So anyway, hon, I hope to see you over. I'll be there Saturday. Anyway, hope to see you and miss you. Tell your parents hi. I'm sure you're still at dinner, but if you get time, give me a call, okay, dear? If not, I'm on the road heading down to your area. So anyway, I had canceled my reservations anyway before I, knew after I knew that you weren't going to come. So if I went, it was just.
And drifts off again.
Yeah, the transcript is not doing me any favors on this one. Which one was this? What's it about?
It was about plans that she canceled because I think Laura maybe canceled, and then she said, well, I'm not gonna, there's no way I'm gonna go if you're not gonna go, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like my family's coming into town and I made dinner reservations for us. It was like, well, I can't go. It's like, oh, well, then I cancel the dinner reservations because I'm not going to sit at the table by myself.
Right, yeah. Okay. Again, how does this prove their point at all?
I don't know. I feel like when I look at Gingris's tweets on X, he's got this real dichotomy. Like either Laura was all like super evil or she was not and they had a great relationship or something. Now, they could have a perfectly reasonable relationship, like with relatives, going out to dinner, doing dates, whatever. And she could be manipulating him with trips to Iceland and watches and fake pregnancies. Both of these things can be true. It is not a false dichotomy. And I think he is trying to present this false dichotomy on Twitter. And you need to be looking out for this kind of thing, right? Because more than one thing can be true at a time. And it's not like everybody is Harry Potter or everybody is Voldemort. Okay? There can be different aspects to different things in this case.
This is a bit random, but I have a close friend of mine who she was dating this girl who, like, I don't know why she didn't like me, but she called me Voldemort, and that's what that made me think of. Since I'm the Dark Lord, apparently. It's like, what did I do? I've never met you.
Jeez, Lauren.
But there's probably like at least 12 people or something out there, all related to Laura, that are like, that's Voldemort.
It's like the perspective that they're being told or shown by
it's
this person.
It's absolutely accurate. It's fine. Okay,
fuck her.
so
fuck her and fuck her.
Really rather not. Okay, let's see. This is number 4. Again, after we listen to this one, I'm going to have a recap because the transcript is not working and I can't hear it. So.
Did you see Brad's message in the private chat?
No, hang on. Is the tab muted? How would I know if the tab is muted?
Right click on the tab and then there's a mute tab.
Right click on the tab. It says mute site. Do I click? Is that it? Unmute site?
It should say unmute if it's muted.
Oh, no, it wasn't, because I clicked mute and then I clicked unmute, but we'll see if it works. Hang on.
Okay,
yeah, no, it's still not working.
Peggy,
it's just StreamYard.
You get a major D- on returning my calls. I miss you.
That transcript is right, though.
You. I made the mistake of telling Priscilla I would be there and to watch Avery. And so I'm wondering if you're going to be there at all. I had invited Rich, so he was excited. I invited my girlfriend and Steph and Colin were coming Saturday and Sunday. Anyway, I totally understand. Not sure why you're not. Well, I know the horsey's going to Kentucky, and that's great news, and you guys are doing that. But anyway, let me know if there's any chance you might be there tomorrow or want to meet. And if not, maybe tomorrow evening. I know Mark's watching Colin's dog, and so I don't know if he's even going to be around. But call me when you have time, sweetie. I really miss you, and I want to make sure you're okay, and you know everything. You're feeling well, and just keep in touch, okay? Unless you don't want to, and if you don't, I mean, I don't know anything that you wouldn't know, but just please let me know, okay? Bye, honey.
The transcript was like pretty much spot on. So
okay,
very good.
Okay, let me try to remember which one this is. Who is Colin again?
Colin is Mike's sister's husband.
Okay.
But the boyfriend at the time.
Yeah. Okay.
What she says here near the end is like, I don't know any more than you, like, about what's going on. This is what makes me think this time period is like during that time they were still kind of like talking but not really together.
Okay.
Which was basically like April to June is I think when that time started of 2017 up until I mean November time, like whenever he like ended up seeing with that girlfriend he had, and he ran into the mom,
Right.
Laura, at the restaurant.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's so difficult without a time reference to put this in place with all the depositions that we've read.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very difficult to
And
do
I mean,
anything with this.
there's a reason he didn't say when these were from, right?
I guess.
I mean, there has to
Ah.
be. Otherwise, he would have been like, this proves that throughout their relationship, like she
Yeah.
was, you know, blah blah blah. But I think it's a cluster from like a certain period of time,
Mhm.
I
a
think
specific period of time.
if
I
there,
mean,
yeah, if there
I
was
don't
any,
know. I
if there was
feel
any
like
relevant context, they would say it, right? But then also, he may just not know because she's not telling him because she knows she's lying.
Well, I mean, but either one of them is not saying the dates for a certain reason.
yeah.
I think.
For sure.
well,
Bruce?
yeah. I mean, one option is that they're being intentionally deceitful by not
Yes.
saying when these voicemails occurred.
That's what
I think the more likely answer is that they're just technologically inept.
Oh, I don't know. I think Laura has everything, and she is choosing what to say she does and doesn't. And I think she knows. I'm
Okay.
sure she has like, I would imagine she has folders and folders and folders on like probably multiple devices
Yeah.
of all of this different evidence.
She's probably got
But-
a network attached storage rack over in the corner.
Right.
With
But
all
then
this
like
stuff.
even to the point of those the pregnancy photos, which we all know the only two people, or maybe three, okay, maybe I'll give her five people who might believe that what they're saying is true. But maybe she even had so many versions of that, or took so many screenshots of whatever video she like didn't pay somebody on like whatever app to make the video for her.
Mhm.
I'm sure she had so many different versions that maybe she just forgot even which version she put on the Medium article versus whatever. Or but then there was like evidence that people noticed right away.
Yeah.
About the stuff, and then she like changed the picture right away. So like, I mean,
Yeah.
she knew, like she knows what she's doing.
Maybe.
I mean,
she might have like saved these voicemails, but doesn't. Maybe when you save it, you don't know exactly when they were, or she knows when they were, but she put it in Dropbox, so Gingras doesn't know when they were.
I think she's a plotter,
yeah.
and I think she knows. She's gotten better at it, and I think she knows. This is my opinion. That she knows she's setting certain things up, or she's going to want to keep certain things to prove her point or to prove her side of it later. So
Yeah.
I think she probably does know. I think she probably has all those texts from Mike. She probably has all the texts from Mike's mom. She probably has all the texts from Mike's sister. Any voicemails. I'm sure she has it all.
And
Actually, we know she has it.
Yeah, my point is maybe she knows when these voicemails happened, but if she put them in a Dropbox and gave them to David.
No, that's true. That's true.
David, I feel like David, the ineptitude I'm talking about is him not asking her for the dates, and then
I see.
just rolling it out on Twitter like a moron without actually checking his evidence.
A moron who's getting paid by his not actually broke client. So
Yeah,
but he's doing the appeal pro bono. So
yeah, sure.
I think he is. I think he is not getting paid for the appeal.
I don't believe it. I think the parents are paying him.
I don't think so. I gotta fight you hard on that one.
You can fight me. That's fine.
You think he's doing it for free?
I kind of want you to. I kind of want you to rough me up a little bit.
I 100% in my soul believe it is for free.
You know, before he talked to Omar, I would agree with Lauren. After he talked to Omar, and Omar described how he wants to take this weird Rule 26 corner case to like the Arizona Supreme Court as new law, I think maybe he would do it for free.
Yeah, and it's to make a point. It's to make
if you are the lawyer on some new law that goes to the Arizona Supreme Court, that is amazing for your resume.
Right.
Yeah, but the case is stupid.
He doesn't
Case
care.
is irrelevant
Do you think he
to-
cares
I
if the
put it-
case is stupid? He
I
doesn't
put
care.
it in chat earlier. He's like, this case, he said
don't know,
literally
guys.
on Twitter, this case is bigger than Laura. I don't care about that. I care about the law.
Yeah, but I think
He
he's
doesn't
lying.
give a fuck about her.
I don't know. I think he cares about her parents' money.
Well,
I think that he cares about his ego more than he cares about this money. This
Well, it's
money
one or
right
the
in this
other.
moment.
it's one or the other.
Because he could think of the long game.
I don't
Like
know.
if he knows he can't win this situation, like based on say like Laura's evidence and all that shit. But if he could make a name for himself by getting this law passed, maybe it would be even named after him. I mean, who the fuck knows? And then he gets this huge name in at least in the like Phoenix area, maybe even in all of Arizona, which could bring more potential business.
Rule 26 DG.
And then he could kind of maybe in his own mind like redeem himself.
It wouldn't be a law per se. It's just a judicial ruling that he would hope that would get precedent, and then they would call it the Gingras precedent or something like that. And
his case would get mentioned in a lot of other filings.
Right.
No, you're trying to work this out with logic, and I'm telling you, there's one way to know for sure, and we have to put it to pillow fight.
Pillow fight.
I will play mini golf.
I'm a professional pillow fighter.
Oh,
I doubt that, ma'am. I would have seen you in the championship final.
Oh, I was sick that year.
All right, if I can
all
watch
those years,
if I can watch Schnitzel Ninja.
I mean, I was pregnant.
If I can watch Schnitzel Ninja and Lauren do a pillow fight, I'm in for whatever the ticket.
But you should.
I want a good ticket for that. Like,
no,
I'll
can
pay
you
for whatever the
imagine?
ticket is.
I'm gonna be dressed as my Schnitzel.
Oh boy!
As soon as my wife sees that over my shoulder, she's gonna be so confused. Like, what are you watching? Two women pillow fighting? Like, and they're not even naked. Like, this is, I'm disappointed in you, honestly.
I would definitely. I would put like a thong and a little bra on my Schnitzel.
Oh my!
Oof! I forfeit.
Oh,
I can't be showing up naked to a pillow fight.
I mean,
you could.
I could. I could.
I don't even
Those
need
are
to
the
go
best
that
pillow
far.
fights.
I'm still gonna buy a ticket.
King pillow fighter, Bruce.
What? I don't know about that. I'll beat you at golf with your friends.
Lauren, you would school me in a pillow fight.
Would I? I don't know. I haven't pillow fought anyone in a long time, and I think that's a crime. So.
We got to make a WWE replica pillow fighting belt so that we can hold it up.
What would the belt be? It could just be like a little one of those travel pillows with like a string around it.
Oh boy.
No, it's a belt with a big gold plate that's gaudy. That's got a giant pillow on the front.
No, it's a travel pillow with a shoestring.
What?
That's honor.
I'm gonna have like a king size pillow.
I'm sorry, Julia. First and foremost, just sit on my face.
Damn. Where is this pillow fighting? Is this going to happen in Phoenix?
That was aggressively forward, Julia. But thank you for joining us.
I'm here to tell you, Phoenix 2025 pillow fighting WWP. Bruce from Oregon is going to be the #1 champ, and I'm going to wear that belt. Oh yeah. That's the best I got.
I'm sorry, but oh yeah, I'm making that in my nightmares.
You don't remember the Macho Man Randy Savage?
That's my best Randy Savage.
Slim Jim commercials?
That's all I got.
No, I don't actually. I thought that was the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh.
That's basically what it was based on.
Oh, Brad, when I fly into Phoenix and I go to the stadium with my custom-made Bruce from Oregon pillow. Ooh, yeah, you're going to be sitting in the stands.
I'm sorry, there's a Bruce from Oregon pillow because I'll sit on that.
Doing my best.
Oh my god.
Okay, where were we?
Yeah, go Macho Man Randy Savage, Lauren. Come on, do some research here.
Maybe later, man.
Oh.
I'm pretty happy with the situation I have with Bruce from Oregon. Okay, did we listen to this voicemail already? I can't hear it, but we did.
Yes, but I don't think we discussed it.
We're on 5.
Did we? We not? Okay.
We didn't talk about it.
What were we talking about? I'm just kidding. Don't tell me that. Okay. So what? I couldn't hear it again, like I said. So this was just.
It's basically like
dinner or something that
my favorite thing is she said you get a major D- on returning my calls. I wanted to say too, the guy from was it Lone Cactus? He in those messages he had to leave her like lots of voicemails because she would never answer his calls. So I think it's like I don't know. I think she does or did.
She leaves you on red, and she makes you leave voicemails. And
yeah, did you see her unread? Did you see in that Peggy screenshot with Mike's mom that she had like, what was it, like 489 unread
Yeah.
messages or something like that?
It was wild. I remember that.
What?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
back
we
to that
looked at
picture
that.
real quick.
Go back
That
to
was in
Dinger's.
your stream, Lauren.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Sorry. I was like, what are you talking? Hang on. It was the screenshot of the text. I got you. I
Yeah.
got you. Sorry, I'm still thinking about pillow fights. You're just going to give me a second to recover from that one. I mean, I did just read a very graphic comment about myself, so I will. Oh, I see. Okay. 468 messages. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
That is absurd.
Who the fuck is texting that much? Like,
That's crazy.
I would lose my mind. I would take a week off to solve that problem.
Wait, I know what happened.
what happened?
It's Greg.
He already
Greg-
blocked someone and called them Greg. So
Greg sent me 400 texts.
I have
Oh.
one email that is unread, and I'm about to delete it. I'm the
That is-
zero inboxer.
Mm.
I'm with you,
I'm-
Brad.
I'm pretty much all or nothing. I either have 700 at a time or none.
There
There's
we
no
go.
in between.
It's
I
not
can't
all
just have a
black and
couple.
white, Lauren.
That's
It is
right.
in my world.
Oh boy.
Dublin comes to Boston. Thank you for the 5. So she ripped a mom's heart apart. Oh my god, LMO is sick. I think she means LO, or he means LO. My heart hurts for Mike's mom.
Laura
Yeah, that's very
Michelle
sad.
Owens.
Huh?
Laura Michelle Owens.
Oh, I get it now. Okay. Yeah, sorry guys, I forgot her middle name.
Not
Okay.
LMAO.
No, that tracks.
Let's not forget
Ugh.
Emily Laura Wilson.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
god.
EW. Ew.
Hell.
Hello. Was she gonna move to England? Hello, puppet. Hello.
Oh my.
No, nobody? Okay. Well, you guys suck.
Is it Sweeney Todd?
I don't know that.
That's
I
a
love Sweeney
musical.
Todd. It's a great musical.
Don't they say like Hello Pop?
There's
Hello,
so many
Pop It or
like
something?
musicals or like classic movies I haven't seen. It's ridiculous. So
We have a lot of work to do, Lauren.
Yeah.
I feel like you've been saying that for a while and we haven't
You
made
should
any
do-
progress.
You should do a
We-
stream where you're like watching. Where we
We
can
really
all watch
haven't.
one together.
Okay, we will.
Oh boy.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
good
have seen
fun.
that. There we go.
Hello, Papa.
That's it.
All right. Here's
Wait. My
voicemail-
favorite line from that is bootstraps, bootstraps.
Bootstraps.
And then the other guy repeats bootstraps, bootstraps.
Bootstraps,
remember.
bootstraps. Because bootstrap is a person, and then they're talking about his literal bootstrap.
Yes.
So it's
That's the
a
first movie I don't
possessive
like.
noun.
Yeah, no wonder that wasn't memorable for me. But okay.
Wow.
All right, here's voicemail number 5, guys. We're
We gotta
halfway
turn-
through.
We got to turn you
Hey,
into
honey,
a
it's
cunning
Pat.
linguist, Lauren.
Haha.
Her favorite.
Okay.
Hey, honey, it's Peg. I'm a stage 5 stalker right now. I called you multiple, and
I'm a stage 5
just
stalker.
concerned. I'm going to call Mike after I call you, but don't know about Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That could be construed as creepy.
I'm on board. Want to see you, want to hug you, want to kiss you, and just let me know. I mean, what's going on, honey? I'm a phone call away.
The weird thing about these messages is that this gives credence that there's some underlying mental health issue, and she's reaching out to her to try and get her to respond, and
Mhm.
she's not. So
Yeah.
if this only proves that there is something fundamentally wrong with Laura and she needs help.
Yeah. And it's infiltrating her relationship with Mike. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
These are definitely voicemails somebody would leave at Wine Club. When I go to Wine Club, the people I talk to, they would leave voicemails like this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But yeah, I agree. I agree with Stir Crazy. It sounds
What
like
is
she was
Mike's
calling out to help her.
mom's name? It's Peggy, I think.
Peggy.
is her name.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's why when at the top she said something like, "I thought I heard tag." I'm like, "Wait, tag?" But it was Peg.
We all know
I'm like-
Tag isn't a real person.
Yeah. Reg Angel thought the same thing. Mhm.
All right, here we go to number 6.
I was just thinking, like, I can't wait for Mike to have like all of this evidence of like the shit that Gingras and Laura have done in this Clayton case that he can use when she tries to renew the restraining order next year.
Yeah, it's not going to go well.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, especially if you can get help from Omar.
I mean, I know Greg
because Omar is going to cut through the bullshit for sure, 100%.
Fuck yeah.
I know Greg's got his thing coming up
yes
soon, but when is Mike's supposed to be again?
I believe it's July 10th, 2025. Because I was reading just the other day, I was reading through the what was it? What's it called? The transcript from the hearing. The last hearing
deposition?
Or no, it was like the transcript from the hearing, like from the last hearing they had, which was in 2020, I think. And so I think it was
September 11th, 2020.
Yeah. But then like the 5 years was from a different date. It wasn't from that September 11th date. So I think I think it's July 10th, sometime around then.
Yeah.
The expiration date would be July 10th.
Okay. There it is.
All right, then that's not too far away, unfortunately. Well, yeah, unfortunately and unfortunately, I guess. All right, so this is 6 of 8, so we have just 3 more to go. Let's see what this one says.
Hey, my sweet girl, I'm just checking in on you. Mike and I and Steph went up to the lake, as you know, for the wedding, and it was lovely. We got home last night at 2 in the morning, and then they left here at 6 a.m. to get to work. Just thinking of you and miss you and haven't heard from you. And Mike said you were a little bit depressed, and I just want to help you get through this, okay? We just have to fight the reality of a lot of stuff, huh? So anyway, sweetie, call me when you can. I want to know your schedule for this weekend, or if you still want me to come. Anyway, tell your mom and dad hi and give Mike a hug when you see him. Okay, sweetie? Take care. Call me when you can. Bye.
What is this supposed to prove?
Just that she was worrying everybody with her depression, like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. What is the point here? What does this prove?
I mean, she still sees things from her manipulative perspective, which is that obviously she was just, devastated and stuff like that. And this, to her, like hearing it from his mom, proves that she, had some sort of issue that she desperately needed help or something. But no, dude, like this just proves that she terrorized other people with her fake conditions.
Oh, so, I don't know if he edited this, but I just saw someone shared with me privately a screenshot of the thing on his post on X.
What is it?
It says these are from near the end of the relationship.
Oh,
did it say that before?
Yes, it did.
It did? Okay.
I didn't actually see that, but yeah.
So we I guess now we know it's during that like April to June time when they were saying they ended the relationship.
I mean, that's great and all, but there's nothing in the files that show when they actually are. It's not even time stamped.
Yeah.
When people were asking why post this, or what if Mike's mom basically didn't know or had nothing to do with this really, he's saying well, he came back and was criticizing people who, covered the body cam footage, and he was saying people called 911 and shit like this. But you hear how people who were close to her were concerned. So of course people who don't even know her are going to take her at face value when she's talking about how depressed she is and wants to hurt herself and shit like that. So no, it's not disgusting to point out how manipulative that is and to talk about it. And it's not disgusting for a bystander to be legitimately just concerned and call the police and be like, hey, you check on this person that I actually don't want to see them hurt themselves. Because no matter how much you disagree with somebody, you can still not want them to be miserable or die.
Correct.
It's not a black or white thing.
She was threatening self-harm, so somebody called in a wellness check, and then he's complaining that somebody, we uploaded the video and somebody laughed about it. Well, who
That was me.
laughed?
I
Number
did.
one.
Actually, I did because I was laughing at her mom giving chocolate to the police and stuff.
You were I mean, okay, so laughing at the chocolate is not the same as laughing at
Yeah.
a wellness check. Number
Right.
two, my main recollection of the first body cam video was that everybody was appalled that the police did not put eyes on the
Correct.
actual person and
Mhm.
only talk to her mom.
Mhm.
And that's not a laughing matter. That's a matter
No.
of safety.
hmm
And on top of that, I don't know if this is illegal. I mean, it's probably not if they did it, but they gave the phone number of the caller,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah.
was
That should never happen. Never.
No,
And
not at
just
all.
as somebody who has been on the receiving end of these reports, because the police bring them to me, that should
Mhm.
never happen.
Mhm.
Even the person who, it comes to the hospital and you're interviewing this person trying to figure out what happened, you don't go, your mom called or this person called or whatever. You
Mhm.
don't do that.
Yeah.
It only
So
puts them in danger.
Nobody is laughing that there were police wellness checks. If people laughed at the dog peeing on the floor, if people laughed at chocolate bars, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. But that's not the same as people laughing at a wellness check.
right.
No.
And, the one video, the wellness check was not done very well. And in the other one, I think it was.
Mhm, mhm.
So, that
Right.
there's nuance
It's not like,
here.
haha, look, someone
Yeah.
called the police on you. It was
Right.
nothing like, I mean, I feel like I watched all the videos of the coverage of that and I didn't see anyone do that.
Yeah.
I don't even
There's nuance
remember
here.
what I was laughing at, but I do know that I'm somebody who has seen so much trauma, not of just of my own, but of everybody else's who comes into the ER, like people who have shot themselves, people who have been shot, people who have hurt themselves in some way, some horrible, graphic, just terrible way. And so, if something is incredulous to me, my first response is going to be to cackle at it.
Right.
It's just, it's not even a voluntary response at this point. It's just, it just comes out.
Yeah,
And it's public
nobody's-
record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the other thing. It's
He
not
can't get
invading
pissed.
privacy. It's
Right.
not invading
It's
privacy
and
when it's a
not
public record.
exploiting her.
No.
Yeah, that's the other good point. When it's public. And, so if people are laughing at incredulity or a dog that takes a leak or a chocolate bar or whatever, that's fine. But nobody out there is laughing at the idea of a wellness check because
Right,
somebody is
exactly.
threatening self-harm. You can go back and watch all the videos. Dave and MG Law, they're not laughing at the idea of a wellness
No.
check. 100%.
I mean, if you're in the middle of some, even if we were watching a movie or something, and we're in the middle of some dramatic scene, and then a fucking tiny, cute little dog comes up and pees on the floor behind it, I'm not going to be able to take it seriously.
Right. Yeah. I mean, come on. There's nuance here.
Or when somebody walks up to a person who's clearly fine, and the officer has to say, "Did you call the FBI?" Come on.
Yeah, cybercrimes unit.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I was laughing at the officers more than anything else. I was like, oh my God, what's happening here?
Also,
Yeah.
can you show something that has nothing to do with any of this? And please,
I
can
do
you
that
please
pretty
show it?
frequently, but what is it?
I just sent it in the private chat.
Is it a schnitzel bikini and a pillow?
Oh my
fight?
God, I'm not
Ooh.
showing these people your nudes.
Please.
Put them in private chat. Are they
You're already
open?
not making.
Réserve-t-elle à
What is
notre
this?
jury?
What is this?
Oh no.
Have you guys ever?
Kitty.
I love
Quelle
cat.
surprise, la seconde boulangerie du jour réserve-t-elle à notre jury?
Oh, rude.
It's a
Réponse
clip
dans le
from
charmant village.
like a cooking show. Okay, it says a French bakery program, and this is a clip they left in the episode.
Oh my God.
There was something that was just said that reminded me of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you.
I treat kitties way better than that.
God.
Figuratively and literally.
All right, we got two more to go. Hang on. Let me
Thank you.
get rid of this cat video on my screen. All right. Here we go.
Hey, honey, it's Peg. It's good to hear your voice. I miss talking to you. I left you a message last week. Haven't heard back. Not sure where you stand. I'm planning to come and see you Friday, but if you're not comfortable with that, or I don't know how you're feeling or how things are going. Mike said you were in Santa Barbara and hope you're having a great time. But just kind of be in touch with me if you don't mind, honey. Thank you. Love to your fam. Bye.
Okay.
Okay.
I couldn't hear it, so I didn't know when it ended.
It's
Oh.
over.
Okay.
Can you see the bar at the bottom? There's a little bar that moves.
Are your
across.
eyes not working too, Laura?
No, it's just you tried to post that link to the
Jeez.
cat video, I think, in the chat, Schnitzel, and you're not a mod, so it didn't go through. Can you type something in the chat, something else, so I can mod you so you can
I can do
that?
it.
Yeah. Okay. If you can find it. I don't see any of her comments
Brad
on the actual
got
YouTube
thanks.
page.
for me.
Oh,
Damn it,
now it's
Brad.
supposed to twice. Yes.
Oh, there you go. Wait, you should still type something in the chat so I can mod you, so you can do it next
Might
time.
as well. Ban some spammers.
Ban some spammers.
Yeah,
I love
ban some trolls. You'll know the trolls because they
Do
type
not
comments.
ban me from my own channel.
Ban the trolls. You'll know the trolls when they type things like boobs.
Okay, seriously, don't ban the boobs. All right, that's not my brand.
We all have boobs.
What?
Moobs and boobs.
Oh
Good
boy.
lord. All right.
Approved.
Are you muted or something? Like, I cannot see you on the actual YouTube channel. Like, what? Who muted Schnitzel Ninja? Did somebody mute her?
You don't see my boobs?
Did you
No.
block her?
I did not. I don't. Somebody might
do.
have though. Hold on, let me see. Maybe you're
Oh,
hidden from my
boy.
channel or something.
Ooh. Oh, jeez.
Anyways, Bruce, do some stand up while I figure this out.
Oh, jeez.
Go
Well,
ahead,
you
walk into a
know,
bar.
okay. I don't know. A rooster walks into a apothecary and says, "Give me some chapstick and put it on my bill." But
What?
Okay, wait. How did Harry Potter go down a hill?
Oh boy, I don't know.
Falling. JK, rolling.
Oh, this is terrible.
Okay, there you go.
Terrible.
I made you a moderator. I don't know why you're not showing up for me, but you're a moderator now. So there you go. You can post links now. All right. We got one more voicemail, guys. Mod my boobs.
Oh, you see.
I can see you in the StreamYard chat. It's just weird. I can't see you in the other chat. All right. It could just be me. Obviously my stuff is weird tonight. I can't hear the tabs. I can't, All right, last one, guys.
You can't see the bars.
Hey, sweetie, it's Peggy. Just got home from Tahoe. I went to that celebrity golf tournament. It was fun. Tell your dad I dated Al Michaels years ago. Got to see him today. And,
What?
I just
Al Michaels?
haven't heard from you or talked to you. I just want to make sure that everything was going well. Mike seems, I don't know, Mike just seems kind of, haven't talked to him as much. We're going to see one other Sunday because it's the anniversary of his dad's death. Not that you celebrate it, but
Dads,
we're just going to
not
be
dads.
together. And I have a wedding tomorrow evening in Piedmont, so I'll be down in the Bay Area. Anyway, I just wanted to touch base, make sure you're doing okay, feeling okay, your family's okay, and just know I care and think about you more than you know. Okay, sweetie? Check in or just text me and just let me know that all is well. Bye.
I mean,
Al Michaels is literally commentating the football game that's on right now, the 49ers and the Seahawks.
oh damn.
That's wild.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
That is wild.
Can Lauren just do a twirl for us? I mean,
Oh yeah. Get to see those tats.
I don't know. Does that confirm the twins? I can't tell.
did that satisfy you? I mean, I don't know what you got out of that, really.
We're feeling things.
No, I know you are, damn it.
We're
All
feeling our feelings.
right. Oof. That's gross.
We're seeing how pregnant you aren't.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, I forgot to sit on a dick, so not very.
You have some condoms though, just in case you do.
God damn it. They are still by the stove. I'm gonna give them to Bruce.
Wait, those are the Magnum condoms, right?
Yeah, so they probably.
Well, those are just too small for me then.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Boom.
God damn it. Some poor girl is gonna encounter that soon enough, I'm sure.
Oh boy. These are rough times.
That's what she said.
Lauren, I didn't know you were in ballet swimming in the Olympics. I definitely was not a synchronized swimmer, just a regular swimmer and not in the Olympics. So
Did you ever do the what is it, water polo?
that actually, I thought about it my first year in grad school because technically in the NCAA at that point you could have 5 years of eligibility. So like I did my 4 years of swimming and I was like, maybe I'll do a year of water polo. But then I was just like, I had finally finished swimming and I just wanted to party all the time. So no, I didn't.
Look at Sarah's comment.
I love water polo. I think it's
Sarah?
great.
Where? Oh, there it is. I don't think you need to sit on one, Laura did.
That's valid. Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Yeah, but only one of those things would result in actual pregnancy. So
Oh no.
I don't know how long I was muted for. Oh no.
I don't think you were. I heard you the whole time.
Hmm.
Lauren would be amazing at water polo. I think I would have been good at water polo. At the time I just wanted to do something else, which was basically just drink.
That's fair.
To be honest.
Well,
I
I don't know.
I
if
was
that's
22.
fair.
I was 22. I had missed out on so
Oh.
much of life for swimming. I was just like, I just want to drink. So, all right, that was the last voicemail. Anyways, this was the one where we said we have some documents that somebody sent in.
So what have we learned here, guys? We've learned that Peggy is concerned about Laura.
Hold
at
on,
the
let me
end of their
share-
relationship. That's all we've learned. Is that all we've learned?
Let me zoom in on this too, guys.
Is this what we looked at earlier?
Is it? I didn't think we went over this yet. So this is where I guess this was around the time that she left that last voicemail, I guess.
That's not redacted.
It's not redacted. What do you mean? Oh, there's phone numbers on it, isn't there? Well, that's
Yep.
probably not the phone number anymore, but hang on. We'll just read them out loud, I guess. Well, then you guys can't see it either if I do that. Hold on. Shit. Yeah, none of these have redactions.
Yeah, we want to make sure that
boy.
gets redacted.
All right, so we won't go through these.
For
Good,
Mike's
I'm not-
name, or for Mike's stuff or Laura's stuff?
Laura's stuff.
Well, wait. We mean we're worried about doxing Laura's phone number. Is that it?
Well, we don't
'Cause,
want to give them reason to say that she's getting doxxed and harassed now because.
She actually can't because I asked her lawyer to redact her information. He said no, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Well,
And I have proof of that. And he tweeted proof of that, being an idiot. So
Her phone number used to be in the banner of her website before
It
she
is.
removed it.
and
I
it
don't
was
know-
on Quartet
it's still
Farms
there?
too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to show Mike's number though any longer.
Well,
than that.
also he's given permission to have the email shown.
No.
What was
Okay.
the version we read before? Was that from the wiki page or what?
Let me pull it back up then.
Do you want to send that to me and I can redact it for you?
Yeah, here, let me do it. Because that way it's better because then she can't be like, look, they published my private information, even though everyone already has it. That's something she would do for sure.
Yeah.
I can do more stand up while we wait.
She's
Don't
still trying.
use copyright
Okay, I
strike.
got it.
Yeah.
She's still trying to copyright strike you, no winning. Well, she lost
You
every
can't
single time.
copyright a phone number.
She lost every single time she tried to copyright strike me, so she can try again, I guess. But
Yeah, YouTube
I'll just
doesn't
mock her
yeah.
some more for it because that's fucking stupid. But I mean, despite the fact that it is already out there, I still don't want to publish her information. You know what I mean? So I just didn't realize that was on it.
This is going to take me a moment because it's got it on here several times.
No problem. Oh, Omar says, hey, let me in. Give me 1 second.
Oh, nice.
I recently learned you can't use beef stew as a computer password because it's not stroganoff.
Oh,
I don't know how
There
to
it
talk to you
is.
anymore. Okay, Omar, I'm emailing you the thing.
I was watching Charlie Barron's last night, and one of his bits was talking about how everyone in Wisconsin needs to upgrade their passwords. And he puts something up on the screen and it said F *** the Bears. And he goes, you can't use this password. It's not safe. You got to have the exclamation point at the end of it.
When COVID started, he put out a mask that was like green and gold with gold edging. It was green and it said F, and then it was like cheese and beer and K, the Bears. Yeah, I had that mask. Oh boy.
As soon as we get Omar in here, I'm gonna take a pee break.
Oh no, Steph is breaking up with me. I need a better dad joke. I don't know.
I just sent you that one. I'll do the other ones you just sent me too.
Why are you breaking up with Bruce?
I know.
What? No.
Not you.
So Lauren, what do you call a fake noodle? An impasta.
I've heard that one.
Oh boy.
I haven't, but I'm appalled.
We need something else. When you think about life and the course of human events, the shovel was a real groundbreaking invention.
What do you get if you stand between two llamas?
Oh boy, the llamas. I don't know.
Railed? Eiffel Towered?
Oh geez.
Laminated.
Yes.
Ah.
Huh. Eiffel Towered works for me.
Well, you know what they say about cliffhangers.
Ha ha ha.
Please explain.
That's it.
That's
It's a
it.
cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid.
What did the
I'm gonna
buffalo say?
I'm gonna
to
hit
his-
you with a pillowcase full of rocks for that one.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
God.
What's the buffalo?
What did the buffalo say to his son as he left for college? Bye, son.
So good. Oh my gosh.
Well, went from
Knock, knock.
Talk jokes to dad jokes. Who's there, bitch?
Little old lady.
Little old lady who?
I didn't know you could yodel.
Oh. Lame.
Face.
Hello,
Wow.
sir. What's up?
What's up, folks?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
How
well,
y'all doing?
I said when Omar got here, I have to take a piss break, so I'll be right back.
Damn.
All right, Omar. Well, okay. Omar, are you keeping up with all these latest Twitter shenanigans?
Nope.
Nope.
Here's my take, man.
Okay.
You want my hot take? Here's my hot
Yeah,
take.
give me the hot take.
I'm a little bit lubricated, and so
Even better.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
look, man. I talked to the guy, and I tried my best to try to bring peace to everybody. I feel like I've done my good work, my good duty, my good deed.
You did your best.
It was unsuccessful, very clearly. And so when I was talking to Gingras, the least thing that I was interested in was like the evidence proving her innocence. Just
Okay.
because my mind has already been made up. Many people, you're not going to change anybody's mind. There's no tangible evidence that's going to be dispositive of whether or not Laura Owens was telling the truth. There's just not. It's not, man. It's done. And so we spent like an hour talking about Rule 26, and that was all interesting. I have my thoughts and opinions. My thought, I don't want to get nerdy on this string because y'all haven't asked for that. I'm just saying that,
Do it.
well, just the Rule 26. Let's just say that he prevails on appeal. Let's just say that happened.
Do your own video on Rule 26, man.
Nah,
Yeah.
maybe.
If
Well, we'll
you
see.
want to.
We'll see what happens. But
So-
the TLDR of it would just be like, what if he prevails on appeal? What if that
Right.
happens?
Right.
Then Echard has a clear avenue in civil litigation, probably via federal lawsuit for a whole host of things, defamation, extortion, a number of other related causes of actions where they could award punitive damages. And so the $150,000 that was awarded in the family law case, see, the family law case was limited to attorney fees. The civil lawsuit will
Correct.
not be limited in the same way.
Yeah.
They could potentially give them 7 figures.
And if he can bring the evidence of lost revenue from all of the claims that was made against him through
No,
the
there's
press that she went to, then
Intentional interference with economical opportunities or something like that.
tortious interference, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, one of those things. And so, yeah, and so I understand his legal argument. I just like,
now, Omar, is that
yeah.
civil litigation only unlocked if the appeal overturns the family court case, or could Clayton do civil litigation in any case?
Yeah, he can. He can do it right now.
Oh, okay.
He still has that remedy available to him. But just because he was awarded attorney fees and costs, that's one avenue of damages. The others would be related to tortious interference with economic perspective, whatever. The others would be punitive damages. And so he hasn't fully been made whole if he prevails in the eyes of the law. That's my nerdy take on it. I'll do a whole, if people really want to hear about it, I'll do another thing. But look, in light of, I know that I just don't see the benefit to like going back and forth like this on Twitter. I told Gingras this. Like, what's the point of that? Like, what are we arguing about? Like, you're not changing anybody's mind. And, going over these posts and releasing, I've been doing the family thing for like the last couple hours. So I don't know what you guys all talked about, but the voicemail thing, like what good is going to come of that? I just don't, I don't see the advantage to him stirring up any of these things.
It only goes to show that Mike's mother was concerned about Laura and her mental health at the time when their relationship was crumbling or gone.
So I haven't read the contents of the voicemail or listened to it, but to the extent that it shows that people are going to interpret it that way, there's going to be multiple interpretations. What does it have to do with anything? I guess is the point.
Right.
Other than to stir up like this dissension between two factions of point of views. And I guess if you're keeping score, I'm not sure if it's just Laura and David or who else is like joining on that side versus everybody else. I'm not even sure if you could just call it the JFC community. At this point, it's just like, it's like this weird anomalous thing that
he called it ISIS. Tonight we were compared to ISIS.
Well, damn. I don't know if it's about ISIS.
He's asking about the Laura supporters, and Gingras did tweet that there are people supporting Laura that he's talked to, but he didn't provide any evidence of who these people are. None of them have talked to anybody on YouTube.
Well, actually, they're called Jan.
Well, I mean, I'm saying, obviously, outside the family, I don't know who these people are. Like, he didn't, again, he made a claim with no evidence about that there's people supporting her, but I don't know who they are.
Well, all I'm saying is, look, I try to offer an olive branch to all sides. It failed pretty spectacularly.
No,
so,
you did. I mean, you did a good thing, obviously, and then you guys had a civil conversation. But then he just devolved again. It's not your fault.
I mean, let's
not
be
you,
real.
it's him.
Let's be real. They were never going to go on your YouTube channel.
Be right back.
Now, you get this guy on the phone one-on-one. Of course, he'll take a off-the-record phone call. They were never going to go on your channel. So there was nothing you could do, man.
I mean, I was under. I tell you what. I took that phone call. I was just assuming that I was being recorded. I just assumed that. One of the things that he said was that, hey, just by the way, that this is a one-party state. It's like, oh, well, I'm just going to assume that this is being recorded. And at some point,
Arizona, yeah.
That doesn't bother me. If he ever releases a recording of it, it's not going to bother me. All I'm saying is we did have a civil conversation. All the things that I said was 100% true. He said a lot of other things that I'm not going to divulge, that I thought that there was maybe an avenue towards peace, but then he's going around threatening Dave Neal, and he's engaging in these internet wars on Twitter. And so there's no point to this. It's like, okay, I thought that the whole point was we were going to have like a civil discourse, and then we're continuing on this road. We would never finalize any like formal public discussion about whether or not we were going to have a discussion. But at this point, I watched one of Dave Neal's videos, and it's like, look, there's been like months and months and a whole trial for her to get her side out. Like, what is the benefit of that? And even me, when I was talking to him, my questions were all geared towards his legal strategies in representing Laura. I didn't understand.
I mean, this is also her side. Like, these are voicemails that they put out there. So it's not like we're not covering their side. It just doesn't make the point they think it does.
And so if he is indeed interested in that, I just feel like the move would not be to do what he's doing, what he's done this week. The move would be to engage in what he had suggested about a week ago, when we asked him to do it, at first he gave me like that snarky email, and I even rose above it. It's like, hey, whatever. You think I'm a dick? You think I'm a gaslighting? He said I was gaslighting. I was dishonest. Then I called him that Monday morning. Then I went on Megan's live stream and talked about it. And I said that, hey, if you talk to him in person, he's a completely different guy. He realizes he comes off as a dick. He knows that. He can't help it. And we talked about all kinds of other stuff, about how he got to representing Laura, about his initial impressions of the case, about different things. He gave me his opinions about all of that. And then we got into this Rule 26 stuff. It was actually like, it felt like I was talking to just like another lawyer, just shooting the breeze. He's like the kind of guy, like if you met him in person, like you'd probably like him. Like he's a charming guy. I don't understand why he feels the need to lash out on the internet. As long as he's doing this, there's not going to be any peace on either side of the aisle. But I think that kind of goes both ways. And this is what I mean. Like he could, throw shots over the bow on the internet, on his ex. The fact that people react to it is why he keeps doing it. If nobody reacted to it, he wouldn't do it. I feel like because I already sort of feel this way. People are starting to move on from this case. Like there's just nothing new. All of these Twitter posts is stuff that was argued months ago. Like we're involved in this circular argument that Laura in her Medium post is stuck in. She's imprisoned by it. Gingras is imprisoned by these circular arguments. I feel like certain people that are following this case are involved in these circular arguments. Like, what are we doing? This like we're arguing this over and over and over again. My mind's made up. Like, there's no more new evidence to dissect. Now we're talking about voicemails that I haven't listened to. Right. And so, I don't know, man. I feel like at some point, there's nothing new. And it's kind of time to turn the page. And Gingras, I don't know what his reasoning for doing all of these things are. I don't know if he's got like this just impulse control. I don't know if he has a need to stir up things because he likes the attention it brings. I don't know if he's like secretly trying to like plan like a class action defamation lawsuit, which would be ludicrous against like an entire imagined community of people, which wouldn't make a lot of sense to me. There's no benefit to this. But it's fun to talk about it. So at this point, if he keeps putting this kind of stuff out and people want to make videos over it and it makes them money, and he wants to like make fun of people for making fun of like his shenanigans, then you know what, man? I think I think fair is fair. Let people make money, continue to make content, continue to put stuff out there. As long as he wants to keep it alive, he's the only one keeping it alive. I
mean, I'm happy to talk about like the Menendez brothers or something else, and just like have him stop publishing people's private conversations. Like that's fine.
Oh, did you watch that Menendez brothers documentary, man? That was
I gotta watch that.
I watched the dramatization. I haven't to watch the documentary still, but I did want to do something on that.
There's a new Netflix episode on that. Yeah,
it's an interesting show. It's very homoerotic. There's a lot of that.
Normally, I'd like that, but this is two dudes. So.
The Netflix documentary?
Well, it's not a documentary. It's like a docudrama.
Yeah, and they like show everyone's perspective of like every person who's been interviewed.
They did a new just documentary too, which that's what I haven't watched yet. It's just them talking from prison. They were interviewed.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it just came out like this week, I think, or last week.
I lived through the Menendez brothers trials. It used to be like on every night on A Current Affair back in the 90s. I remember like it all. So it was like old memories. The 90s, man. It was like I was in high school, junior high.
I was born in 92.
And they cut to live chases of Broncos in the middle of driving down LA.
Those were wild times.
Oh, wild times, man. It was for sure. OJ and the Menendez brothers. That's all anybody ever talked about back then.
I mean, you're kind of right. Yeah. You're kind of right, though. I mean, I never made a video about this case until they posted 900 Medium articles saying the word cult over and over again.
Yeah, which it doesn't offend me that he wants to use that terminology because, what's in a definition? Who's defining things? He doesn't have the ability to define anybody.
I guess I'm not offended. It's just wrong. Like linguistically, intellectually, he's wrong.
Well, yeah, but
look, he can call a toaster an ice cream machine, but he's not going to get any ice cream out of his toaster. That's substantive, not semantic.
But I think that he knows that. And I think that he says these things to troll. I think he does. I think he does it to get a reaction. He knew what he was doing when he wrote that last little bit. Hey, good idea. What do you think, Dave? You think he didn't know what he was doing? You didn't think that he didn't know that Megan Fox and Dave Neal were going to make a retaliation video on account of that, like maybe an hour later or a day later, and it happened. It happened. And so I feel like he's doing it purposefully. I feel like he's trolling.
Mhm.
I don't think that he has like any kind of like weird.
I mean, I agree,
agenda.
but my question is, why is a lawyer trolling?
Well, it's his career, man. It's his public image. He can do whatever he wants. I just know I wouldn't do it. There's a lot of things that he's done that I wouldn't
I
do.
think like 95% of lawyers would not do the things he's done.
More
would
than
raise that
95.
number by a
more,
little bit.
Yeah, more than 95. More than 95 for sure.
Can I
But at
can
the
I
same
say it?
time,
Oh,
yeah.
It's a complete non sequitur and it's stupid. But
So,
We don't
it,
care.
it refers to O.J. Simpson. So at the time that trial happened, I did not know the word acquit. I did not know that was a word. So I thought he was saying, you must quit. Like you must have quit. You must acquit.
Oh,
And I was like, I didn't know what he meant by it, but I thought it was you must acquit.
You must have quit.
that's sort of like I used to think that when you say for all intents and purposes, I thought they were saying for all intensive purposes.
Mhm.
Right.
It's like that's a weird. It's one of those things. A non sequitur, like you said.
But Omar, just for so you know, David wants to pass or propose a new law that if you make money sitting on YouTube, reading my tweets and pleadings, and make money, you should be required to share profits with a local pet shelter.
Well, I'm not sure.
He's trolling.
Local pet shelter.
He's trolling.
I mean, why not? Look, there are flamboyant attorneys out there. Gingras is certainly not the first. In my practice, I've come across several. Whether or not they were meritorious in their arguments or not was really not the point. Most of the time, their strategy was to cause chaos and confusion because their clients had losing cases, and it would lead to other issues in litigation and kind of muddy the waters to distract from the fact that they had a losing case. And next thing you know, you're in litigation for years, trying to like fend off all of these nonsense motions. It's a strategy, and you could do it effectively. And he to an extent did that here in the Owens case. But at this point, look, I've seen the strategy before. I just haven't seen it in a high profile case like this. And I've never seen it where he's like engaging in just random folks that are like, for entertainment purposes, interested in what's going on. So look, I don't think that he is of the opinion that what he's doing is necessarily the right legal strategy. I really feel like he just can't help himself. And I feel like when things start to die down, you're going to start seeing him like, because that's what happens when people move on, when people start making videos of him, he calms down. And then you hear a Medium article, or he'll come out with some random tweet or tweet. I think that he likes the exposure. I think that there may be some legal merits in a criminal defense aspect in trying to garner sympathy for Owens, but it's not working. I don't know. But really, if you think about it, all they have to prove is that Owens had a reasonable belief that she was pregnant when she brought the petition, because she's already admitted to doctoring evidence and all the other stuff. That's going to shield her from the criminal stuff. As far as the rest of the merits on the Owens actual family law case, it's just Rule 26. That's all it is. But even if he prevails on that, then he's going to drive and force Echard to bring perhaps a federal lawsuit claiming defamation and extortion and tortious interference and all of those things. And that may lead to greater damages. And so I understand it to be a passion project, as he described it, of Gingras to try to go forth on this Rule 26 thing, because he thinks of it as a shield. Like, he could bring these claims, and if by some chance you figure out that your client is wrong, then they have every right within a certain statutory period to withdraw without consequence. It's something that attorneys rely on in the off chance that they figure out halfway through litigation that their client was actually wrong in everything and they could avoid penalty. So that's his perspective on it. But from Owen's perspective, it kind of like, look, the family law case is already out, 150K. Let's just say that he wins on that regard and case law is developed and all this. Great. Now she's going to be facing a civil lawsuit potentially, because I don't think that Echard or Woodnick or anybody else that wants to jump in on the case is going to pass up the opportunity to pick up a high profile case where the evidence is greatly in their favor in the hopes that they might recover a 7-figure punitive damages award. Who knows?
Okay.
And that's just me thinking out loud. Honestly, that's just me thinking as a lawyer.
Yeah. My man on the street approach is like, I don't think you should be able to just bail off a case that you started without some sort of like pay the fee. Like you can't like, you know, build a house part way and then just like bail and not pay the contractor. So what is your over under on this appeal?
Well, it just depends on whether or not statutorily it can be established that Woodnick gave her sufficient notice within the prescribed statutory period of Rule 26 to give her opportunity to withdraw after that statutory period.
And he argues that he did.
Right. And so that's going to be the fight. The whole issue lies on that one fact. If there's not a statutory finding, then Gingras will win. If there is, then he loses. That's really it. And so I don't remember the case well enough to speak on it on top of my head. I want to say that in the judgment, they addressed that specific issue. I just don't remember. But that's really it. At the point, and it would have been at this point when Owens believes that she miscarried or absolutely knew that she was not pregnant, and she tried to withdraw. Is she able to do that without penalty? That's the point of his appeal.
So these details about the notice and the Rule 26 and withdrawing from prior filings would be a good deep dive to sort of revisit this material, because it's been months. People have been looking at other things. This could be a good deep dive to get into, I think.
I'd do it if people wanted to listen to it. It's just kind of dorky to talk about. I'm not sure how much people are wanting to hear about that versus tight vaginas.
From you,
people will listen to you talk about it.
Listen to anything.
Yeah, I mean, in general, like I kind of want to take this weekend and go like look for those files and figure out what I can pull from them and just look at them myself. So, I mean, I find it interesting.
I'm kind of waiting for his appellate brief to drop before I do something like that, because I want to see what his exact legal arguments are. But I get the gist of it. The gist is exactly what I said.
Yeah, but we may be waiting till November for that, right?
Yeah, it's right around the corner. It'll be here before you know it, man. Look, hey, before you know it, it's going to be 2025, and you will be old enough to have my babies.
Oh.
We declared Bruce pregnant with twins.
The minute I can sign up for the free AARP discounts, I'm doing it.
I'm just saying, man. Like I logged in to Lauren's stream, and then like Bruce is like hitting up 3 ladies, and they're talking about dating contracts, and
I saw
he's gonna get them pregnant and stuff. Like, hey, bullshit. Bruce is pregnant with my twins, so
I'm pregnant with your dad's twins. You know that.
Oh, I need another. I might need a new internet lawyer. I don't know.
All right, folks. I gotta go put the girls to bed, man. It's fun. I just want to jump in real quick.
Oh, I had a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think, because we had some differing opinions here, do you think that he is getting paid for the appeal?
No.
Damn it, dude.
Why not?
Wow.
Well, I guess I'd have to. I'm basing that off of my conversation with him. I have seen no definitive evidence otherwise, but I don't believe he hasn't got. I don't believe he's gotten paid a small amount of money, is what I say. I don't know. I have no idea what he's getting paid. If he claims to not be getting paid for the appeal, I have no reason not to believe it. He calls it a passion project of his. He has an academic hard-on for this case. That sort of makes sense if you hear him talk about it, because he's really invested in it. I do believe he has an intellectual curiosity about Rule 26 and wanting to see it legislated and getting case law written up about it, because it is important legislation.
Maybe insulting the judge and the guy who helped write the rule is not the way to go about it.
Well, it might not have been artful. Yeah, I guess my answer to that, I have no idea if he's getting paid or not. He says that he's not.
Well, Omar just put himself on the pillow fight list.
Well,
Lauren
on
thinks
another
he
note,
is.
well, on another note, I will. I'm doing Flad tomorrow, and all of you are invited. All of you, Lauren.
Oh, boy.
I swear to God, man, you got to get on a Flad. It's like right up your alley. Why have you not been on one? This is bullshit.
Yeah, Lauren, come on.
Last week it was because I did your first stream before that, and then I had to go back to work. So I
You
don't
did the
know.
less fun one.
Well, yeah, it was the less fun one from what I heard. But what time is it at?
Well, I'm doing a live on Sarah Boone for suppression hearing and trial prep on that one for about an hour.
That's a couple hours for me. I wanted to go watch some of it.
It's starting next Monday.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a trial prep on that one, and then for about an hour and a half. So I'm thinking maybe 11:30 my time, 2:30 over there on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
If you could jump in, that'd be great. If not,
I could do that because I want to, like I said, I want to go watch some of it. So that would be helpful for me to get some context. I mean, I know some very basic background on the case, but that's about it. So.
Well, it's a fun case, man. I mean, who doesn't want to hear about the guy that ended up playing hide and seek with his girlfriend and voluntarily jumps into the suitcase? I have to imagine, gets trapped in there. She's too faded to understand that he's suffocating to death. Jesus. That's pretty much what happened.
You think she was too faded to understand? I don't know. I kind of thought she knew.
I have a theory related to battered spouse. I went over it with Bruce, I think, about a month ago. Live on air. I just developed this idea. What if she was so faded and it brought up all the trauma, and so her non-reaction was a direct result of past abuse. It's a stretch, but it's a chance. She was offered a plea deal that would have given her 5 years. If this doesn't work, she's going to end up doing probably 17 to 20 or something like that. So she's gambling, and I'm not very confident in her attorney after what I saw at the suppression hearing.
Oh, he got a smackdown. Yeah,
Squid got a verbal beatdown by the judge.
Yeah, Legal Vices, Squid Pro Quo. I think MG Law maybe have been following this case. There's some places where you can. Squid caught me up on it at the very beginning.
Yeah, and so I'm going to throw my name into the mix.
Nice.
Tomorrow. But after that, obviously, we're doing the Flad, and all of you are part of the Flad family, and are invited.
I think I mandated at this point because I suggested a story. So
he did suggest a story. Last time on Flad, we learned about Bruce going to an EDM club.
What?
Chatting up the ladies.
Whenever it's going. I might have. I don't remember.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember it.
Is there a club?
And then Schnitzel's like, I just want to picture Bruce in the club or Brad in the club.
Yes.
I thought it was
a little wand.
Yeah, I thought it was Brad meeting all the ladies at the club.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. I always get y'all too. It's just y'all got. Yeah, there's two B names. What do you want from me?
Sorry. Yeah.
Bruce, on the other hand, was trying to get dates on the show. And so,
I'm just living my life, man. What do you want?
I understand, man. I am envious of your station in life at the moment. But all right, folks, I really got to go, man. I got to put these girls to bed.
All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Man. All right, folks.
Bye.
Oh my gosh,
Bye-bye.
we have to look at this response to Brad.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm actively working on my response now. So
this guy's unbelievable.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
What happens? Hang on, let me check something real quick. I think Schnitzel Ninja can still hear us, right? Let me check.
Yes.
Schnitzel, can you still hear me when I say that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna pull you guys off the stage for a second. Will you pull that up? Brad, share your screen when you're done with that, but hold on. I'm gonna pull you guys off for a second because I'm not gonna drag anyone else into this, but I have something important to say.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me share my screen real quick. And like I said, I don't want to drag any of my friends into this, but I'm gonna call a bluff here. David says, I have proof Laura didn't doctor those photos. talking about the medium photos that we proved that were edited. Go ahead and say she did act with reckless disregard for the truth. Do it, please. Just don't blame me when a judge/jury asks you to explain why you spread false info. Yes, that's a dare. Call me on it. I'm calling you on it, David. Laura did edit or knowingly post an edited version of those photos on her Medium blog. She did, in fact, do that. So, I'm not scared of you. Stop lying. Okay. Now my friends can come back because they had nothing to do with that. That's between you and me. All right.
Also, the goalposts here keep moving because we started with posted, then went to edited, and now we're on doctored.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. And the key point here is that there is a Medium article with her name in the byline. Okay. Her name is in the byline. So it is Semantics who literally posted the Medium article originally with the original photo.
I mean, good luck
The
getting me
original-
in front of a judge or a jury.
The
with
original
that,
photo
but-
was on medium.com with her name in the byline. That's the only point that's the only point I'm making.
Yeah.
That you can go to the Wayback Machine and that other photo that's not from the court filing is in the Wayback Machine on a Medium post with her name on it. That's just indisputable. And that's all anybody is trying to say, that there's
Right.
these two different photos. Like, I don't know why it's so complicated. But anyway,
Oh, I love
whatever.
that he and Brad are having a back and forth.
Yeah, we need to check this out because I have some issues with this.
Brad, I'm going to let you read this. This is your deal. You go ahead.
Wait, can Brad be David and I can be Brad?
Yes.
Okay. With the election approaching, I want to propose a new law. If you make money from sitting on YouTube, reading my tweets/pleadings, and making money, you should be required to share profits with a local pet shelter. How could anyone object to this sensible new law?
That is a tax on free speech. And as you are a free speech attorney, I'm ashamed that you would propose such a tax on the freedom of the press.
I support free speech harder than anyone I or you know. But sitting and reading my work and making money from it without adding value, that is lower rung under the First Amendment. If I buy a novel and read the whole thing on YouTube for money, that's probably not legal.
This is hilarious, man, because number one, oh my God, how do you tear this apart? I need to do a whole video where I tear this apart word by word. Because he says, I support free speech harder than anyone I or you know. How does he know who I know?
Yeah.
He doesn't know who I know. He doesn't know that I don't know someone who supports free speech harder than him.
It's
How
like
can he claim
Trump.
that? Does he have an Excel spreadsheet of every person Bruce from Oregon knows? And he's gone through the Excel spreadsheet and ticked off every single name of the people I know, proving that they support free speech less than him? No, he can't. This is rhetoric, guys. You have to be on the lookout for rhetoric that is an unprovable, unfalsifiable claim. Number two, he says, if I buy a novel and read the whole thing on YouTube for money, that's probably not legal. Was it legal or not? He says it's probably. He doesn't even fucking know. Now, number three, he says, if I buy a novel and read the whole thing on YouTube, well, have we bought David Gingras' tweets from X? We haven't bought a goddamn thing. We're reading publicly available tweets and we're adding commentary, which is the value add. We are not simply reading the tweets verbatim and doing nothing else. His entire argument in this tweet is 100% wrong by all three of these counts.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
There's not much more to say to that. Yeah. I know everybody loves Bruce when he gets fired up. We have some people, we have some real Bruce fans in here who are just like thirsty for Bruce getting mad. It's pretty crazy. If Lauren's on Hinge right now, I'm unsubscribing. I promise you I'm not. I was on Twitter on my phone because I don't want to change the screen while you guys are watching. So
Wait, I'm confused. Wouldn't you subscribe to Hinge if Lauren's on Hinge? I don't.
No, she means subscribe to YouTube. She's unsubscribing from YouTube if I'm unhinged. Like she's here to date me, I guess. But
Oh boy.
I guess I'm in a relationship with that person. So.
How did that dating profile work that we made for you?
Oh gosh, I feel like this came up once before. It's been a couple weeks maybe, but I was just like not ready for it. I thought I was ready for that, but then I was like, went to New York and I saw my most recent ex for the first time, and I was just like, wow, I'm really not ready for what I thought I was ready for. So. Also, Brad, it says I'm not following you because this is my burner fan account for Wentworth. Just so you know. I just noticed that. I was like, oh no, I promise I follow Brad from the Twitter that I use.
Your ex is a gaslighter and she's a piece of shit.
Hey, I don't know. We've been talking since then. We're just kind of, we haven't really had a real deep conversation about what happened, but I feel like that needed to happen. And
well, her behavior during that time
it,
was that of a piece of shit.
You got to let it go, Lauren.
Well, I mean, like I said before, we are in the same kind of, we run in the same circles.
But when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time.
I believe that we should not be in a relationship. Let's put it that way. But I still would like to remain on good terms. So I will not agree that she's a piece of shit. But I understand. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Totally. Yeah. And I appreciate that you are looking out for me.
Mm-hmm. Fuck her.
I mean, I did.
In my opinion.
But...
oh, boy. I'm with Schnitzel. Let it
go. People buy and read the Bible on YouTube all the time. That's a good point, Greedy Gambler.
Well, it doesn't have a valid copyright.
Erica Murphy,
it does, actually.
Does it?
$7,
yes.
By the way.
I thought it's like one of these old things, like old-timey music. Anybody can go do a cover of old-timey music because the copyright is expired.
So, while that it is true, but each edition of the Bible, because your KJVs and your other things are assembled and put together, and there's work being done to assemble it in that form.
I see.
So there is copyright on that form of the Bible.
So you can make an edition or a specific variant.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This makes sense.
Who copyrighted the Bible?
Now,
so
it's the publisher.
Yeah, it's the publisher, the people who do it. So
that seems a little unchristian to me. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Now, Lauren, we discussed this at the top of the stream. This is America.
Yes.
If you have a job and the job is legal, you can make money doing it. That's capitalism.
It says.
Well, you mean like taking advantage of a client and exploiting them online?
Well, okay.
But you cannot have sex for money.
If you are an internet lawyer and your casita client gives you money and you misuse that money, that is a valid way to get disbarred.
Oh.
Right? Anything else? I don't know.
So I wonder how many open bar complaints there are right now. I know of at least one.
Oh boy.
Guys,
I mean,
how do you...
here's the problem. The Arizona bar is not going to disbar David Gingras unless there's some evidence that he took funds from the Owens family and misused those funds. That's the only way I see that happening.
I just found my next project. Okay. I am going to I'm going to read the Bible on YouTube word for word, and then when somebody tries to come after me for copyright, I'm going to create a stink.
Wait, just instead of Jesus, say Gingras.
Then you might be adding value.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. This is problematic. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. David Gingras he hasn't copywritten his tweets. His tweets are not for sale. We didn't spend money on his tweets.
If I ever got taken to court from that, I would just go to trial and be like, only God can judge me. Sorry, Judge Mata. Only God can judge me.
It's not fair.
All right, I'm done with my Bible jokes. Go ahead.
Oh.
Do I even have my stuff that I was typing still?
I know.
Unclear.
Brad is just
completely derailed, Brad.
Wait, we got to get back to these things. Right?
Yeah, it's gone.
Which things?
I know those things I redacted for you.
Oh, the text messages.
Oh, thank you, Steph. I'm only thirsty for you too. It's fine.
Oh boy.
The gay Bible. There's a gay Bible.
It's called Lutheran or
Why did
Methodist.
I not know that?
No, I'm making a joke.
It's a
Oh.
joke.
Well, I mean,
But
it makes
there
sense.
probably isn't.
I got you, Brad.
No, there's big divisions in Lutherans and Methodists right now about accepting of LGBT into the
Oh, yeah.
parishioner.
I checked out of all that a long time ago. That explains why I don't know anything.
Episcopalians accept people. All people.
Oh,
I didn't
Yeah.
make a claim of one way or the other. I'm just saying that those two were known to have concerns.
good old Episcopalian. It's like what a diet Catholic light,
Catholic light. That's
only
right.
2 calories.
The Queen James
None of the
Bible
guilt.
Yeah.
is the gay Bible.
Oh boy.
Well, I gotta say, I fought the Lutherans on this one, and I lost the pillow fight. So, you know. Damn, you're still typing away over there, huh?
Well, I have to retype all of the stuff that I had typed because it's gone now. And
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
All
if
right,
I'm...
what are we doing now?
We are listening to Brad type. Okay, hang on.
I need a Gatorade.
Are you her
after that
lawyer or
rant.
PR firm? I'm a horse trainer at this point. Nothing more. That is.
I don't
something.
understand. Wait, what are these emojis? I always like to analyze the emojis.
Did
What do we
Laura
got?
take his Twitter over?
Are they all horses? Wait, one's
Yeah.
a merry-go-round horse. Wait, we went over this before. There's a Ferris wheel and a merry-go-round. And what's the other one? Oh, guys.
I don't know. I was about to say carousel. That doesn't.
Were maybe
doesn't
carousel.
count.
Yeah. Were those 3 horse emojis?
Yeah, they were.
What does that mean?
Somebody here. I don't know why this person responded to that tweet like this, but I enjoy Lauren's commentary about this case. Her jokes are very funny. Thank you, Boom Boom.
I mean,
Thank you. Thanks.
that's well. Here's the thing. Go back to that horse thing. Like,
Wait,
I think
no. Wait, who are these people like randomly responding with my name? Thanks for your opinion. I wholeheartedly disagree. Lauren's thumbnails alone have immeasurable entertainment value. In all seriousness, her discussion adds value. In my opinion, you disagree. By the way, when will you tell us where Laura got her 20+ week ultrasound? That was on the costume. Nice way of slipping that in there, you know.
Oh yeah, the
Thank
reality.
you, Tanya Twink.
The reality Steve ultrasound. The reality Steve ultrasound, the most mysterious ultrasound of the 4, I think. Yeah. Oh wait. What is this? He says, how could anybody object to this sensible new law? What are these dog emojis? What is it with
About
him?
the animal thing, the local pet shelter thing.
You know, well, first of all, Lauren, you seem to have entered the zeitgeist here. But number 2, I feel like David is trying to develop some like stand-up comedy material. And when I read it, it just comes across as very strange. I don't know, like the dog emojis and the horse emojis and how he's a horse trainer and how he wants to have a law about donating to pet shelters. Like, is this his stand-up routine? Is he going to go to open mic night?
Maybe that's why he has such a boner for Dave. He wants to be a stand-up guy.
I think maybe David S. Gingras Esquire would calm the fuck down if Dave Neal and I just spent an hour giving him a stand-up comedy workshop.
Oh,
What do you
no, he
think,
really
guys?
was. Hang on,
Like,
he really was a
we
horse
could-
trainer, guys.
What?
Apparently, he really was a horse trainer. Hang on. This is a true story. Proof I'm on the left. Yes, I had bright blonde hair as a kid in the 1970s. And no, I didn't know Laura, anyone in her family. When I lived in California, it's a big place. Had zero knowledge of her until I was hired for this shit show. You can just say shit, David. You've said way worse.
Wait, now he says it's a shit show? Oh, no. He got angry at somebody for presumably saying that in his court
He's just
filing.
quoting Judge Smata's dad.
I think he's trying to do a stand-up routine.
Oh my God.
He's
dude.
trying really hard. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Oh my gosh. We could get we could get another comedian or something. We could get what's her name? Fiona or someone. And Dave and we could give him a whole workshop.
Yeah. I'd watch.
And teach him a few things about comedy.
Yeah.
Maybe he would calm down.
He was responding to me, but I'm not quite sure how that's a response to my tweet.
None of us are.
I mean, what was the response to? Hang on.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna have to do this. Are you her lawyer or PR firm?
And he's like, okay, well, okay, this photo doesn't prove that he was a horse trainer. It just proves that he's holding pony reins or something.
I am actually going to take this at face value.
What do you mean?
I mean, I believe the guy. Maybe he was involved with horses and stuff like that, but I'm not going to say that that's a lie. You know what I mean?
Well,
he was involved with horses because one of them took him to court for being pregnant with his baby.
Fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Recover from that.
I mean, I don't know. Have you guys ridden horses? All of you?
Yes, I used. Yes,
I'll
for
take
years.
the fifth. I'll take the fifth on that.
First, just answer the fucking question.
I'm pleading the fifth.
Oh, I don't have 5 for you, so
Nick,
plead nothing.
He's pleading the 69th.
Stephanie, save me. I need help.
Nick, can you tell me if Bruce has ever ridden a horse?
Someone help me.
Video games don't count.
He's from Oregon. Of course, he's ridden a horse.
We'll ask Brad when he's done typing. But
I might not be done for a while, so ask
Brad
away.
can't save us.
Okay.
Brad is typing up a legal brief as we speak. Okay, look at this.
I'm at 677 characters already, so
Brad, Twitter only allows us.
that's why you have to thread them.
Oh Lord.
Well, can you
Number one,
pause and answer the question? Have you ever ridden a horse?
I have not ridden, I have ridden a horse.
Okay.
There was a girl that I was interested in that had horses, and I rode one for a very brief moment.
Man, you did better than I would have. So, like, I rode horses one time. I was 25 years old, and I cried the entire time.
Why?
Because it was fucking scary.
Oh my God.
I didn't
now,
like it.
Was it like a horse or like a pony?
Oh, it was a horse.
Okay.
These look like ponies in this picture. Number one, we don't know if any of these three people are David S. Gingras Esquire.
These are ponies.
Number one. We're tearing this
value.
apart. We're tearing this apart. Number one, none of these are horses. They're ponies. Number two, we don't know if any of these three people are David S. Gingras Esquire. Number three, even if one of these three people is David S. Gingras Esquire, that doesn't mean he's a horse trainer. Broken.
I am going to give him the benefit of the doubt on this particular issue.
Okay.
And say he's the one on the left, like he says he is. And even when I was that little, when I was riding ponies, I was just terrified. Like, holy shit.
Also, why does it matter if he trained or rode horses? Who gives a fuck?
It doesn't. I was just thinking about how much I hated it.
Well, apparently he's claiming he's not a lawyer or a PR firm.
Wait, is he calling Laura a horse and that he's her trainer?
No. Oh my God.
It's a question. I'm not accusing.
I understand why you're asking.
I think he has abandoned his profession, guys. He is refuting his position as a lawyer. He is refuting his position as a PR agent of Laura Owens, and he is just a horse trainer. He has abandoned his duty as a litigant.
Or is he
with this tweet
a horse trainer?
Oh my God.
He wants to be me for Halloween. So my advice to David is if you want to be me for Halloween, well, we're both overweight, so you got that going for you. But get one of those little stick horses and just like act like you're riding it and just cry a lot.
Lauren, it's called a hobby horse.
And there are competitions.
If you were a real, horse girl, you'd know these things.
I'm not a horse girl. I just told you I cried the entire time I rode a horse. So I'm just trying to help the guy out.
Well, it's all making sense now.
Help the guy out for once. If you want to be me for Halloween, you could do that.
Cry on a hobby horse?
Yes.
Well, shit, he doesn't have to wait till Halloween. He's probably doing that right now.
Well, he said he wanted to be me for Halloween.
Well, no, I mean just crying on a hobby horse. He's probably doing that right now while he's watching.
I didn't really want to envision that.
He's probably watching our stream, and he's just, got the hobby horse. And he's
Hi,
crying.
David.
He's got this photo of him when he's like 3. He's in serious nostalgia mode right now. It's like 9 p.m. in Arizona. The sun is down.
As I get
this poor guy.
I'm only in my early 30s, but as I get older, I become more nostalgic and randomly talk about the old days too. So I don't blame him. I blame him for a lot of things, not this.
Nostalgia is a hell of a drug, kids.
I agree.
Don't get hooked.
And it's like
that's my moose advice.
It's not something that I can just turn on, so I have to smoke weed instead. It's a real tragedy.
Oh boy. You're smoking the wrong weed.
I mean, it's the dispensary brand. It can't be that bad.
Well, there's different strains.
Oh yeah, sure.
I've never smoked or eaten any weed.
The edibles really just do something wrong to me.
Schnitzel Ninja's a weed virgin.
I am.
We're gonna fix that at some point.
During the pillow fight.
Oh my god, before the pillow fight.
I'm a weed virgin as well, so.
Wait, what?
Man.
It's gonna be a wild time in the tech van, I can tell.
Nope.
I'm gonna ruin everyone's life in this chat right now.
I'm just imagining like Brad and I together just like, what do you say doing? We do smoking, eating. How do you say it? I don't even know.
Participating in the edibles.
We're gonna do some weed.
You guys are such squares. It's amazing.
I am a square in that sense.
I remember my friends when I was like 13 or 14. We were in this upper section of a barn, and they were smoking. And then he's like blew his exhaust in my face, and he's like, "You're contact high now." And I'm like, "Dude, what are you talking about?"
Hey, Jim.
Oh,
Jim says partake. That's what I was gonna say too.
All right, weed virgins. The number one rule is if Teresa wants to give you some edibles, you talk to me first, and I will be the go-between on that, because you can't just go straight to Teresa level.
Teresa goes hard.
You need to edge yourself up to that level, so you got to talk to me first, and I'll help you out. But yeah. Oh boy. Now everybody wants to work in the tech van. This is great. Yeah. Okay, Lauren, what are we doing?
I'm texting. I'm not unhinged, Julia. It's okay.
Oh boy.
On Hinge or unhinged?
No, I am unhinged. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Peyton Manning. Peyton.
I am not Bruce. I'm Brad.
Bruce and Brad. It's a common mix up.
I would watch that sitcom.
Which one?
Bruce and Brad.
Yeah. I would.
Do we have a laugh track?
No, but I can do it for you.
Please, no.
What the fuck?
Okay, that's like eagles screaming.
What the fuck?
That's not a laugh track.
That's the best I could do.
It's okay, guys. She brings up her chats and it covers my face, so it means I can just go do more typing.
Wait, no, I can do better. I can do better.
Guys, Lauren's gone bye-bye.
Lauren's right here, bro.
We need. Lauren's lost all critical perspective.
It's so sad that this is how you're talking about me when I'm sober.
Right?
I got the laugh track. Are you ready?
Oh no.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
God
That's a Woody Woodpecker.
damn it.
That's
Ooh, that's a good one.
All right,
That's
that was
Halloween.
fucked up, but I like it.
That's Halloween right there.
Right?
Yeah. Doing
Wait,
the
I
Ed Wood
did that by
remake.
accident.
My wife is probably like, "What the fuck just happened
What are you guys
downstairs?"
doing?
Jim
This
says,
is
damn
not
it.
normal.
My window was open and now I have a bunch of horny owls on my
Yeah, exactly. You're doing bird calls, Lauren. These are bird calls. That's
No,
fine.
these are bird calls.
Oh boy. Oh jeez.
You guys probably wish StreamYard never fixed my mic.
Will you do a turkey?
StreamYard does cut the high frequency
How do you
noises.
do a turkey? Gobble gobble or whatever? And that's the best I got. I'm a little
Nope.
tired.
Do it.
Lauren can't do a turkey because you got to sound like you're gobbling a.
A dick? I've gobbled a dick, Bruce. Not well, but
I think the worse you do it, the more you sound like a turkey. I don't know.
you know what? Why don't I text LeVar and ask?
Also, the worse you do it, the more you're likely to end up with fake twins. Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Have you guys seen Thanksgiving?
Gobble,
gobble, gobble,
I have not.
Oh.
Thanksgiving is like a cult movie
Mhm.
that is it's so stupid but pretty entertaining. There are boobs at the beginning.
Oh my gosh.
Just so you
What?
know. But check it, just Google it.
Wait, where? Sorry, what? Where are the boobs? Sorry. Missed
At the
that.
beginning.
Of what?
The movie.
Which movie?
Grandma Linda
Thanksgiving.
says, what is
Oh,
Brad
okay.
typing? Brad
gotta
is
check
typing
that
the
out.
next great American novel, Grandma
Because
Linda.
there's
I
a lot of
wish.
movies. I mean, the boobs could be in any movie. I mean, there's lots of movies. We have to figure out which movie.
The
it
boobs
is.
are right here.
I know which
Yeah.
ones you're talking about. You have to be 18 plus to watch those ones.
Oh dear. Ugh.
Oh man. I'm not really sure how we got here.
How do I read the replies to this thing? I can't.
Replies to what?
Brad, did you reply to this thing yet?
No.
He's
Oh,
still
okay.
working on it.
Very good.
I will be streaming it for Halloween. What are you streaming for Halloween, Stir?
Thanksgiving. No.
She might. I wouldn't put it past her.
Trish818 says, I'm super late going to Lurk start from the beginning. Good luck, Trish.
We don't even know where we are.
Good luck. I have no idea what we're talking about.
Have we learned anything? We learned that Mike's mom was concerned about Laura. That's all we've learned. That's it.
Yeah, I feel like that was yesterday.
It for some it almost is.
was earlier today. Well,
Well, it is technically tomorrow in 1 minute.
it was earlier in the stream. Yeah, we learned that Mike's mom is nice. I don't know what else we learned. But Julia says we're not
Julia,
here for
we're not
learning.
here for learning.
I mean, yeah, we're adding value add to
Oh,
the
Miss Fontaine, how's
Twitter
it going?
content.
I haven't seen Miss Fontaine in a minute. How you doing?
Bruce, give me some of them really good fancy words about all of the things that they do wrong.
What?
Like logical fallacy, straw man arguments.
Bullshit.
What? Well, it depends on what we're talking about. Which one?
Anything that we've been accused of doing and or have shown that they've been doing instead.
Wait,
Well,
so are you describing
so-
what they're doing?
I mean,
Yes.
Gingras likes to generalize. They like to claim they have evidence and then not provide it, which is disingenuous.
Patrick, what's
Um,
up?
I don't know. Depends
One
on
of my
the-
pet peeves is when people say irregardless.
I think I could be of assistance in this situation, Brad. I would describe it as queefing into your hands and then
Oh.
typing the queefs
I
onto the
don't,
keyboard.
I don't know if
generalizing.
I don't think I'm of the. I'm not of the variety that would be approved to say such things.
Okay.
So I have this friend who was talking, it's not a joke, who was talking to this Russian woman, and he said, "What do you call a queef in Russian?" And she said they didn't have a word for it, but she would call it a pussy fart.
Well,
so anytime I hear
true.
the Q words, I think of this.
Who said that?
Oh boy.
It was a Russian lady, like a woman.
Russian ladies on my pillow fight list.
Yeah. The other thing that Gingras likes to do is he likes to sort of do these weird speculations like, why would Clayton never have done XYZ if such and such were true? It must be that Laura is right and was pregnant the whole time. So he likes to take these speculations and assert them as fact instead of saying like, this is what someone did do or this is what someone has done. He likes to say, this is what someone would have done or could have done or should have done. And none of those are useful in terms of determining what is true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Sorry, I just wanted David off the screen there for a second.
That's valid.
Well, I'm pretty close to posting, but I think this is going to be a four reply thread.
Oh,
I'm gonna. We're waiting for it, man. I'm not signing off until it's done.
I don't think anybody should be talking to this guy. He's a nutcase. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I just can't figure it out because if you watch the June 10th hearing and you ignore the fact that he called 911 on Mike and
That's
just
a pretty
ignore
big
that
thing, yeah.
and just watch him talk to the judge or talk to the witness or talk to whoever, he seems like a rational human being. Like when he's talking in court for the most part.
Well, aside from the beginning where he was like, someone lied to me.
He did? I don't know. But
yeah,
I mean,
that was in the very beginning. And I remember sitting there and just being like, oh God, he's the man on Twitter.
He was salty at the beginning because they really wanted to exclude Mike as a witness, which I
Right.
thought was kind of hilarious because he spent a lot of his clock management time
Yeah, that was pretty stupid.
trying to get Mike removed as a witness when there wasn't enough time in the hearing to even bring Mike as a witness.
Right. He was shit with his time management in that.
Yeah.
It was awful.
If he was an NFL coach, his clock management skill would have gotten him escorted out of the building like Robert Saleh got escorted out of the
gotten
Jets.
him a job with the Jaguars.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Please kill me.
no. I don't think so. He would have gotten escorted
It's
out
been
the building
so hard to watch.
like Robert Saleh. But anyway, maybe that's a bad example because that's probably just Aaron Rodgers being crazy, but whatever.
Lauren, those redacted things are in your inbox.
Oh,
If,
Here we go.
if you want to look at them, you don't have to look at them.
let's see.
Oh, we got to look at him now. So
The
we're
redacted pictures of my.
So because we don't know the
Oh,
dates
there.
on these voicemails, we're speculating. Well, because he said they were near the end of the relationship. We have texts from the end of the relationship. Is that what we've got?
I don't remember. I didn't look at them when I redacted them, but
Okay, hang on. Let me. Well, no, we'll do this and then
Oh,
zoom in a little
boy.
bit. Okay.
So because Laura failed to provide Gingras with the dates, or Gingras failed to provide the dates of the voicemails to Twitter, either way, one of them failed.
Mhm.
We cannot correlate those voicemails to when these texts happened, but we have these texts. All right.
This was July 2016. And this was after the 8th voicemail we listened to, right?
well,
I got lost, so you're gonna have to help me out here.
no. I think when you showed these to me earlier, that the what do you say? Was it voicemail? The last voicemail
Mhm.
was it said that they were together, that she and Mike were together, like celebrating the anniversary,
Right, of the father's death.
Right. And I think this one was showing, let's see, it says on the right hand side, Laura, I'm sick on the phone with my mom who's crying.
Uh-huh.
So
Gonna keep chatting.
and this is like the date. This is the anniversary date.
Okay.
So it's showing that they're not in person that year.
Yeah.
So like if she's leaving the voicemail, it has to be at a time where they were in person on the anniversary.
Okay.
So it wasn't to try to like place timing for the voicemail, basically.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. And then again on the right side, Laura, I'm sick and on the phone with my mom who's crying. Even though he already said once, I'm on the phone with my mom, she's crying, and then she's like, honestly, did you just not want to come to this? Like, Laura, I'm sick and on the phone with my mom who's crying.
And then this must be the story he was telling on Megan's Live, where he said like he went to her dad was like having a party, or it was like some kind of event, and he didn't go to it, and she got like pissed at him for not attending because it was the anniversary of his father's death.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, I feel like you're going to bail anyway, so I don't feel like it really matters. Yeah. Okay. Please stop. No more back and forth. Yep. Let's see number 2 here. Thank you for redacting all of these, by the way.
No problem.
This is the second one, I think. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. What does she not know? Or he not know? Wait, he's blue, right?
He's
right?
blue.
He's blue.
Okay. Is this the right one?
This is the same message.
Oh, okay.
They're the same picture.
I just accidentally downloaded the same one. Give me 1 second. All right, second one. There we go. Okay. Yep. Thinking about you and hope you're feeling okay today. I know your dad would be so proud of you. This is again on 7/16.
But this is a year later.
Okay.
It's 2017, it says.
Okay. I called you earlier when Leroy just got back. Maybe you called when I was on the phone. When I come over, I'm just walking in. My dad fractured his knee. Oh, God, I'm sorry to hear that. I've been with my fam watching Game of Thrones. Okay. What is can anyone tell me what the timeline relation is here? As far as the voicemails go?
Well, this is like the date. This is the same date a year later.
Right.
And she texts him thinking about you and hope you're feeling okay today. Okay. And then he says, I've been with my family watching Game of Thrones. Right. So it's like this, it looks like this is proving that they were together in 2017 on that date, trying to show that voicemail of her saying that she was with him for the anniversary of the death, it must have been 2017 instead of 2016. Because they're together in 2017.
Okay. Gotcha. And then we have...
I think. Does that make sense?
Wow.
That's what I'm taking.
Some serious detective work.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, she had a lot of time to detect while she was redacting, and Brad has been typing. Hang on. Okay. There's only 6 of these, or 5 of these guys. So this is number 3. Okay. I'm really sorry for the late response. Been with the horses and services scattered here. I also really appreciate you breaking that down for me. And this is in 2016. Okay. So this was the year before again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like I redacted maybe the dates on accident, but it says 7/7 on the bottom right. So
I see. Okay. So this is what is that, like a week before the anniversary?
Yeah, it looks like it.
About okay. And she's talking about wanting to settle down isn't so much to do with my age, wanting to be with one person. It really hurt me to read the last paragraph of your text. I don't know what that was, but I feel horrible. I've made you feel that way. I really do only want to bring you up and make you feel good about yourself. And I'm sorry that I've been moody and insecure. You're exactly who I want to be with. I'm just skimming some of this, guys. The stress from the pregnancy is really straining it and making me have these mood swings that I hate myself for, and I'm sorry for that. I also really hate to end the pregnancy when we both see a future together, and this will probably be a super kid we are missing out on. But didn't she say she was pregnant with twins? But I guess there's time for that in the future. If I think about it logically, I want to establish a solid relationship with you and make memories without kids involved. Because we aren't there yet, I just feel bad. But I don't want to even make you feel bad, so I won't question you. I love you and I trust you. And then, is this on the same... I don't know if this is on the same day. I think it is, because...
Let me look at the original that you sent me and see.
Okay. And it says here, okay, I'll meet your friends and family at some point soon. So that means in 2016, July, she had not yet met his mom. So whatever
this is way before.
Whatever his mom sent her had to be after that. is I guess what we're getting at.
We're triangulating.
Mm-hmm. You're all over the place right now. This is usually the time when I start introducing to friends and family, but don't pressure me. I'll tell you when the time is right to meet my peeps. Plus, it will. Sorry, peeps.
It was the day before.
Okay. Plus, it will usually be surrounded by drinking, which you won't do right now. So I don't want to put us in that situation. My family and friends are incredibly smart and will be able to read the situation very easily. So he didn't want his friends and family to know that she was fake pregnant, even though he didn't know. I guess it was fake, but I think that's what that's getting at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what I think too.
Gotcha. Let's see. There's 2 more of these. Give me 1 sec. I wanted to say this. You and your family have been my saviors and guardian angels. And so this is from Laura, right?
Mm-hmm.
The gray ones. Okay. Angels, and what has happened to me? All of you have proven to be amongst the most selfless, caring people my family has met. And my parents.
And hold on,
know.
that date is December 11th, 2016. Sorry, I
Okay.
redacted that too.
It's okay. No worries. All right. December 11th, 2016. So that was 5 months later, right?
Oh, it says
From
it
the
on the
last one.
file name there. It looks like, right? 12, 11, 16.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Also, all of you have proven to be amongst the most selfless, caring people my family has met. And my parents want to know if they could take everyone out to House of Prime Rib for the holidays.
House of Prime Rib.
So we could show our appreciation and get to know each other better. I took today to write down a lot of recurring complaints I have heard you saw about me. What? So I can give them in therapy. Huh.
Probably say about you. Heard you say about me.
Yeah. I want you to know I listen and want to get better. You deserve the best girl on this earth, and I know it's me. It's a weird thing to say to some guy you're claiming has done all those things to you, but okay. I will be a great mother to kids one day, and you will be a tremendous dad. I see this fabulous little family filled with so much love and honesty and happiness. Yeah, so this is like a pretty bad look for someone who's claiming this guy was terrible to her.
Right.
Yeah. And okay, so this was during like the time, right, that she was having this like breakdown and claimed like she was going into the hospital. And I love that she says he's going to be a tremendous dad one day. Yet she anonymously, in my opinion, calls CPS on him after he came forward about the recently about the case.
Right.
Mm.
All right, I got one more. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull that up. Okay. Okay. And this is from 2017.
Oh my god, did I redact that too? What the fuck?
Yes.
I
It's February 3rd, 2017. Okay. Let me zoom in a little bit so we can see that better. Meeting your family meant the world to me. So she met his family in February 2017. So sometime after this, obviously, is when the mom sent the voicemails. But you've meant the world to me, but you won't let me share the love I feel in my heart with anyone I know. Most importantly, with you. I mean, maybe just don't then. Obviously, I haven't been perfect, but I can say that I have never done anything to intentionally hurt or upset you. My actions have been guided by the best intentions, trying to treat you like a king. I remember reading this now.
Yeah.
I think about you all the time, trying to come up with words, photos, food, and anything that will cheer you up and make your day better. I have tried so hard to show you how much you mean to me and how much I love and adore you. And so, as I'm reading this, guys, I feel a little sad for her, and I just in this context, not like when I look at the overarching picture. Obviously, I'm just like, go fuck yourself. But as I'm reading this, it's hard because it's like this person wants to love somebody, I feel like, but she just can't take no for an answer.
Right.
And the things that she does in response is terrible. If she would just like accept a no, actually like stick with therapy and treatment, and like find a guy who actually liked her, wanted to be with her that way, then she could actually have like a somewhat happy life, even though there's clearly some, dysregulation going on there. If she really stuck with treatment, she could have that.
Absolutely. And like, I wish she would. I wish she, and I'm sure everybody does, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't think anyone wants her to stay in this state.
No, because staying in this state means worse for whoever comes into her future, So, I had 2 dreams this week where you told me you loved me, and it was just magical. Yikes. Okay. Then I woke up and realized it wasn't true. You still don't want me to post photos of us, and you still don't want your friends to know we are together. And as much as it absolutely crushes me, I don't know what I can do at this point. I want you to be proud to be with me and hear you say those words. I love you so badly. So like, I'm reading this and I'm not like happy about it. I'm not laughing at it. I don't think it's funny. I think it's sad. So like, it's not the way that they like make it out to be when we like read these text messages and stuff. Like nobody wants anyone to feel this kind of pain. It's just like upsetting. But at the same time, you got to think like, what was the true intent behind these words? Because I feel like it was more control than love. But that's just me.
Or being in love with an idea rather than the actual person.
Oh yeah, true. I feel like a lot of us are guilty of that. I definitely have been from time to time. So, I am just afraid at this point. Maybe it's just not going to happen. I understand the consequences of my actions, but I don't want to feel like I'm fighting an uphill battle my entire life. Okay, I understand the consequences of my actions. There is probably the most truthful thing in this entire message. Regardless of what happens, I hope you know that my love for you will never waver. I wouldn't have missed a moment we spent together for the world. I cherish them all, and that I have prayed every night since the middle of June that you would feel the same about me as I do about you. I just don't know when to stop praying and realize maybe it's just not ever going to happen, which is probably the toughest thing I've ever had to come to terms with. Just wanted to give you some written thoughts to read and let sink in. So, like, we've been having a lot of fun here, and I've been making lots of jokes about pillow fights and shit like that. But, like, when you read stuff like this, it's very heavy, it's very upsetting, and it's not, like, something that I want to make fun of. But I do want to point it out and say, hey, this is not okay. Obviously, there's some serious emotional dysregulation and stuff like that going on here. Like, you got to just, like, walk away at some point. But instead, this person has chosen to harness that kind of energy and disappointment and hurt and try to, you know, hurt the other person with it and try to get the outcome that they want. So it's I don't know. It's tricky. It's tricky. Mm-hmm. And I almost forgot why we were reading this for a second, but it's in the context of the voicemails. Like, this is, where are we at with that?
Well, this is like February 2017. So before I know he says it was near the end of their relationship, but I mean, it's showing that at least like she didn't meet his family until like February 2nd, I'm assuming, or 3rd, 2017. So they'd known each other for like what, 10 plus months by now.
Yeah.
I think their first date, it was like March 23rd, 26th, 2016, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Well, that was sobering, even though I was already sober. What do you call it when you're already sober and something's sobering? I guess just depressing, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm depressed now.
I really don't know what he was trying to prove, other than, you know, to me, this is just more evidence that this whole narrative that this guy Mike was like a horrible abuser and did all these things in the TEDx talk is just wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what his point is.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
He seems to be undermining her whole narrative here.
All right, Brad, how's it going with the response?
It's been posted for like 10 minutes.
Oh, my bad.
No.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Yeah.
I was letting you guys go through that stuff because.
All right, hold on. Let me pull this up. Where is it? I have to pull it on the replies. Oh, I already did that. Just kidding.
I don't know. I just feel so bad for Mike and his family here.
I saw punch in the Facebook
right there. Go back up to the election.
The election. Where
right
this
there.
was it. Okay.
So yeah, that 7 comment.
Oh yeah, okay. I support free speech harder than anyone. You know what? I think Bruce and Brad should read this again. Brad,
no.
Yes. Okay, I'll be Brad. That's fine.
I tore that comment apart. I'm done.
I need Brad to be the British guy.
I support free speech harder than anyone I or you know. But sitting and reading my work and making money from it without adding value, that is a lower rung under the First Amendment. If buying a novel and reading the whole thing on YouTube for money, that's probably not legal.
Oh my God, this is really a long response. Hang on. Playing works of long-dead composers are public domain, but renditions of those works by symphonic bands are able to be copyrighted as derivative works. Use as defined by 107.1, the purpose and character of the use, while simultaneously mentioning that criticism, comment, news reporting are valid fair use exclusions to copyright infringement. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
If someone were to only read partial statements, then
You
the
gotta-
attorney.
You just got to go slow so we can drink it all in because it's very heady.
I like to read fast, but I'll try. Okay. If someone were to only read partial statements, then an attorney, such as yourself, may argue that by not reading the entire document, critical aspects of the work are missed and taken out of context. 107.4 mentions that the effect of use upon the potential market for or values of the copyrighted work. Public court documents do not have a potential market for or value other than the lawyers getting paid / doing the work pro bono to generate it. Analyzing someone's tweets regarding a limited purpose public figure, you and your client, I don't know why that's funny, but it is, and providing our public comment would necessarily fall under the transformative aspect of 107.4.
Mhm.
It does not harm the future prospects. Oh, I get it. It's like 4 out of 7. Okay. That
Correct.
took me a second. Okay. It does not harm the future prospects of you or your client, other than pointing out logical fallacies, overgeneralization, and redirecting away when asked poignant questions about matters. Was that the last one?
That was the last one.
Okay. Plus, adding extra ellipses for Megan. It's a public document. Is that all? Okay. Oh my gosh. I mean, that was a good response.
Yeah, I can't wait
yeah.
to see if he responds.
If he was posting all this on Patreon and you had to pay $10 a month to get it,
That's harassment.
and you pulled it from Patreon and put it on YouTube, then you'd have sort of a case to make, I guess.
Mhm.
Right.
But I don't know.
If somebody's saying a bad thing about you on a private page and you see it, it's harassment. So there's a whole other issue there.
If you troll YouTube looking for anybody who brings up Twitter
Mhm.
during a video and reads some things from Twitter and then talks about it,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like half of YouTube.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Definitely.
Come
Oh
on.
man. All
You
right.
think of the entertainment publishers, E and all them other who just take either things on Twitter or whatnot, repost them and be like, "Did you see what they said or did?" And it's
Uh-huh.
like, well, are they doing anything transformative? They're reporting on something that happened.
Mhm.
He's just trying to find a point to like poke at people and put people who are making money from this down to make them look bad. I mean, he doesn't really have anything else to point out. So, it's just such a stupid
Mhm.
argument,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion.
It is almost 12:30, so I gotta get to bed.
It is
I
quite late.
got work tomorrow, so I will talk to everybody soon. Karen Carson, thank you for the 5. We just got that. If Bruce writes an X novel, can someone read it on YouTube for money? Asking for a friend. Bruce should read it on. I mean,
Well,
Bruce,
first of all, so my plan, what I would do is I would make the novel in some sort of like ebook form where you could go buy it on Kindle or something.
Yeah.
Then I would receive money for it. And then what I would do on YouTube is probably read the first chapter and then say, hey, if you want the rest, go buy my book.
Mm.
and I would slander him for
Let's see if-
attention.
Let's see if I do that. Maybe I'll do that. I've got some good stories.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Bruce, will you do a part 3 video on IL's new tweets? Your logical reasoning is the best. That's
I
Patrick.
might, because I think we've covered some of his tweets directly, and of course Brad's responses are very good. I
Mhm.
think there's some other comments other people have made too. So I don't know if we've covered everything, but yeah, maybe I'll do a part 3.
And if you guys don't remember, Patrick is an attorney, and he was helping out with a live stream during court. He was commenting with you guys, and he was on a stream with us.
He's
once
been on the
before.
show, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. We'll have to have him on again soon.
And
All
doesn't
right.
he do copyright too?
I can't remember. Patrick? Tell us.
I thought he did copyright.
He might. I just don't remember. I'm
Yeah.
tired as hell.
Are we
right
all
now.
horrifying thieves and criminals for reading David Gingris's tweets?
Yes. Let's pillow fight over it.
Oh no.
All right, guys, I gotta go. I have a pillow fight scheduled. So
Oh man.
all
I'll
right,
see you.
thanks,
I'll
everyone.
see you in like 16 hours.
Oh yeah, that's right. 16 hours, probably less than that. Shit, I don't even know.
I don't know.
All right, good night, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. So, bye.
Night.